Could do like an intro or something.
Episode 100, 100.
We could. It's 100.
Yeah.
So this is Link Cable Podcast episode episode hundo, right?
Yeah, that's the official title.
We are going to do a 2018 countdown. We have awards to give out. We're going to do LCP Best of 2018 RNG edition.
It's going to be a great. It's going to be a
same
great
thing
night.
we did last year, which is a bracketed fight for all the games
with no seeds.
No seeds. It's a mixed seed.
Do we have? I guess we should introduce ourselves. As always, I'm Chris,
And I'm Tim.
I'm Kinnan.
And Jackie.
Whoa! Hold on a second.
Whoa! No, she's right though. You don't introduce yourself with honorifics, right?
That's true.
Yeah. So
That's
there.
for us to say.
I already know a Jackie Senpai, but Jackie Sama, not a Jackie Senpai. But Jackie Senpai is Jackie Senpai. So
There's only one senpai.
that's right.
If you notice other ones, they don't get recognized.
False
So
idols.
I think we're gonna be here for a while. So do you have?
It's going to be a big night. It's a big night.
I hope you have some time. I guess we're gonna be here a while. Do you think? One sec.
I think we should go through some explanations first.
Was that? Yes, I agree. Was that going towards Jackie Senpai or the listeners? Because maybe both.
Maybe.
Both.
Whoa!
Whoa!
What the hell was that?
Somebody just
Here.
die?
I'm hearing some static.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I don't hear.
Headset. It
I don't
sounds
hear
like
Jackie.
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 Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Do you want me to drop and come back?
You figure something out.
Yeah, just
All right.
there's going to be some splicing to do.
I'll cut some of this out.
Splice it all at the end. Oh, we'll wait for her to come back.
No, well, I mean, we can start explaining some
Yeah,
of the things
okay.
that we
So
did.
can we- Do you want to decide first? So we can explain as we go, but we kind of have 2, maybe 3 things to cover this week. We have the tournament, the double elimination bracket that we got to go through to get our standings for the year. We have awards to give out for games this year. And I don't know, do you want to do personal top 10s or is that redundant? What are you feeling?
I don't have that all set up right now.
Okay. Well, maybe at the end we can just Tim and I can read them off super quick if that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
But I wanted to go over some things like the ones that we didn't play.
Yeah, please.
So there's some stuff that we didn't include because nobody in our group played them this year, either
You're
because
gonna be angry.
lack of interest or not really being into those kinds of things, and we're just keeping them to the side as a result, even though we may have some interest. So number 1, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There's been a lot of talk about whether this is a good game or not, so that's been left out.
Again, not for any quality reasons, just nobody played it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'm
But
interested.
some of us
have.
But some of us didn't buy it for reasons. So I mean, there's some things like that happened. But anyways, we're not gonna go into that necessarily. Red Dead Redemption 2 also wasn't included. Nobody in our group really played that. Bloodstained: Curse of the Moon. I did play that, but I think I was probably the only one. So that's also off to the side.
So half the games on our list.
Yeah, well, wow.
What, to be honest, I would argue that Bloodstained,
Hello?
Yeah, Bloodstained came out this year, and now we're all having technical difficulties.
Oh, I don't hear somebody.
We'll cut him in later.
Okay.
I gotta cut the shit out of this one.
I didn't hear you for a moment.
Do you know what happened? Is I was talking to Ken earlier. We could do a live broadcast. It is live now on YouTube, and so we could send the link out. And I clicked on the browser tab that had it open, And so
Oh.
it started playing, and I got really confused because I was hearing like multiple people talking at the same time for stuff we just said.
Oh, okay.
Stop
You were saying something about
listening to our own
Bloodstained?
feed. Yeah, you were talking about Bloodstained, Curse of the
Well,
Moon.
So we're having trouble filling this because we need 32 games, and the last 4 are just filler.
Yeah.
I have no problem replacing Luke and Rebecca with Bloodstained.
Might as well throw it in there.
I think that maybe that's more suitable.
More appropriate. I mean, I've watched people play it. I know what it plays like. I know what it looks like.
Let's do that then. That's fine.
Okay. Guacamelee 2 was another game that nobody played. Forza Horizon also was something that I was interested in, but I didn't pick up yet. And I don't think anybody else picked up either. We also have Just Cause 4, which came out fairly late, and I don't think anybody picked that up as well. So those are just some house cleaning things of things that are not going to be in the 32 and can't really talk about them in really any way. So leave those to the side. Then we also have some didn't count, so things that came out this year, but we're considering them as re-releases or they're kind of up-resed versions, and we're saying that it doesn't really get included into here, or like WarioWare Gold is kind of like a new packaging of multiple games. It does have some new content. It does have new story, but it's not. I don't think it's enough for us to say it's a brand new game. Katamari Damacy Reroll, we all want to love very much, but I mean, we love it from way back when, and it's still here. But it's a re-release basically. Kiwami 2 is a whole redoing of Yakuza 2 with the Yakuza 6 engine. We already have Yakuza 6 in our list, and Kiwami 2 also is like it's the same story basically. There is quite a bit of overhaul in there, but we're keeping that to the side as well. Destiny 2 Forsaken, we didn't count that because it's just an expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? And then so that's why it's not included in there. So that's that. I wonder if Jackie's fixed her issues. She's muted right now.
Yeah, I'm still here. I just
all right,
muted it.
great.
My
All right,
cat
you're
keeps
clear
getting
now.
in the way. I apologize.
Tell your cat to fuck off.
I keep throwing him. It's just not working.
So what
yeah.
Are you done with your explanations? Are you good?
Yeah, I think that's
okay.
good.
So what I've done then is I've taken those 32 games to make sure that there's nothing, because it seems like this list is not completely best to worst, but in a lot of ways the higher games are at the top. So what I did is I took all 32 games, I put them into like a list randomizer to put them in a completely random order, and then I took those and I dropped them into the bracket cloud, so we could have a completely random pairing of games. So I have no idea. I haven't looked at it yet. I just added them and then I didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do now, so just so everyone sees it for the first time, in the chat for this hangout, I'm going to send you a link.
I'm so scared. I don't want to click this.
If you follow this link here, what we're going to do is try not to look ahead. I think it would be more fun if we do it as a surprise as they come. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to check off.
I'm not going to look ahead.
I'm going to check off which one is the winner, but I'm also going to put in like 3 versus 1, 4 versus 0, this kind of thing. We're also not going to do any ties. And so if it's 2v2, then state your case, because we're not finishing this until we have an absolute.
This is going to be awful.
You ready?
I think so.
Sure.
Okay, so round 1, what are we calling this? Battle 1 versus 1, attack 1. What are we doing?
This is already bad.
Battle 1.
You have no idea.
Dragon Quest 11 versus Astrobot Rescue Mission.
Ooh,
for me,
that's awful.
For me, it's a solid Astrobot.
Yeah, I can see why you would say that.
You guys are also gonna have to go a little faster. We gotta be here till tomorrow.
Yeah, I never played
Jackie?
Astrobot. I played almost 200 hours worth of Dragon Quest. So
Christ.
for me, it would be Dragon Quest.
Okay, it's on you, Keenan.
I'm on conceptually. I don't mind Dragon Quest, but like I think my nostalgia for those games is back in the SNES versions. I don't really have any love for the newer ones. So and Astrobat seems like it's groundbreaking in a certain
It's
way.
crazy.
So I'm moving over to Astrobot. Sorry,
So
Jack.
are we?
Yeah, I see how it is.
We're 3-1 Astrobot.
No, I haven't voted yet.
Oh my god, this guy! Spit it out.
I know. So I played both. I played Dragon Quest a little more than Astrobot. But due to a lot of the reasons we've spoken about already, even though I'm really enjoying Dragon Quest, it's
And
gonna
this
have
is
to go
this
to
is a bad
Astrobot.
first round. It's a bad.
It
First
is.
round.
It's just
That
a
sucks.
bad one.
Now,
It's
when
tough.
I update this bracket cloud, do you see it immediately
Yep.
for round 2? Okay.
Yep.
Next up is Ease 8 versus.
But Jackie, there is a losers bracket as well, right?
Oh yeah, and we're going through that too. Don't worry.
So just because it didn't make it here doesn't mean it's gone forever. So.
I got a tall boy sitting in front
That's
of me.
okay.
I'm ready.
I'm all good.
Round 1
Alright.
second battle is Ease 8 versus Monster Boy in the Cursed Kingdom.
Mhm.
For me, it's Ease 8.
I'm gonna have to say Ease 8 actually too.
Well, if
Even though
nobody's
I
gonna
played
fight
both.
for Monster Boy, then it's got to be Use 8 then, because I have no fight in this match.
Me neither. So just on principle, I'm going to pick Monster Boy so that they're not. Alone.
Of course you will.
Contrarian.
Okay. Round 1, battle 3 is Yoku's Island Express versus
This is
Monster
the
Hunter World. No, man. Look at Yoku's Island is really good. However,
Yeah.
another game is Monster Hunter. So do we even have to vote?
Like,
I don't think we need to.
Okay. This one might be interesting. Round 1, battle 4
Ah,
is Tetris Effect versus Spider-Man.
this sucks.
Tetris Effect.
Same.
It's a Tetris Effect.
I
Sorry,
really
Tina.
love Spider-Man. Like I can't tell you how much I love moving in that world. Like it's I spent a lot of time in that game. It's one of the most fun open world games I played in the last couple of years. So I'll go with Spider-Man.
Wow. Sure. Next is going to be La Mulana 2 versus Minute. And this is actually a tricky one for me because I enjoyed
both.
both. I didn't love both, but I played both and I liked both. What are you guys feeling?
I'm saying Milana too. For sure.
I didn't play either one.
For
I have no
multiple
horse in this
reasons.
race.
I mean, it's you can't compare these games because, but no,
But we're gonna try.
You know
We're
what?
gonna
No,
do
I
it.
would say that you actually can compare them quite a bit
All right.
because they're both adventure games. They're
Okay.
both like you collect items to
that's
continue
true. Actually,
further
you're-
on the thing. It's
right.
not that different.
in it's
But the
one's incredibly long and one's incredibly short. But yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with you.
I'm
Whoa.
gonna vote for Minute on this one.
Oh wow. All right.
I'm gonna vote for Minute based on brevity. Like I don't have time to play long games, so
The longest Metroidvania ever made? No, you don't. Because that's what that
No,
is.
Technically, that's Dead Cells.
The longest
No,
most obtuse
okay.
game.
Dead Cells is not a Metroidvania. I'll fight you. It's a roguelike.
Jackie, what do you got?
I didn't play either one, so
You got to pick one.
Well,
This is the way we do it. Like
okay.
cable.
Whatever you guys just said.
what would you like to play based on what we've talked
Well,
about? The
or,
two
or,
games
or
previous?
just say Minute so we can move on.
minute.
Damn you!
Round 1, battle 6 is Super Mario Party versus Dead Cells. For me, it's a solid Dead Cells.
Yeah, I would say
Solid Dead
Dead
Cells.
Cells.
Sure, Dead Cells.
Okay. Mario Party wasn't bad. I actually quite enjoyed it, but the other game's Dead Cells. We can talk about that at some point.
I had a lot of fun with Mario Party. I think it does a lot of things differently very well this year.
I agree.
Yeah.
7 is Yakuza 6 versus Iconoclasts.
I didn't play Yakuza 6. I played Iconoclast for about 10 hours or so. I didn't finish it.
I quite like it. Where did you stop in Iconoclasts?
You go to this underwater place or something, this base,
Okay.
and then the story sort of slowing down, and then
That was enough for you.
A
I
bit
made it.
further.
I made it further. So the one I stopped at, there was some stupid sniper battle thing,
Oh.
and I couldn't stand it, and I don't have any interest in continuing. My vote's for Yakuza 6.
Yeah,
I'll throw an Iconoclast because I only played Iconoclast.
Okay.
going with Yakuza 6.
Yakuza 6, because that's the one I played and enjoyed immensely.
8 is
Shit.
Into the Breach versus 428.
Into the
428. Just hold on. Can we just to clarify? 428 is the Should We Scramble text adventure thing.
Which is
Visual
we
novel.
argued whether this should be included or not,
But you know what the best
Yeah.
argument for it? No, but the best argument for why it should be included, I completely agree with what Kenan said earlier, was that this is the first time it's ever been
Yeah.
released here.
true. And I agree. I just
Yeah.
wanted the listeners to be reminded of why it's
That it's like a 15-year-old game.
15-year-old game, 40 out of 40. Famitsu review for a freaking visual novel. Like, yeah.
It's Famitsu though. I mean, really?
Yeah, but okay, let's say it is Famitsu, and we all know that they get bought off, okay? But at the same time, like, it's still 40 out of 40, okay? Let's say it's not even, let's say it's a little bit less than that. It's still going to be a pretty, like, high-up game.
What was going up against that game around the time it was released? I wonder. I'm curious.
Dragon Quest.
You
They
mean
were released at
In the same
time or
Famitsu
not.
issue. In the same issue of Famitsu. I wonder what would have gone up against it.
Okay, so Into the Breach versus 428.
Into the Breach.
Yeah, Into the Breach.
Into the Breach?
Okay, I'm gonna say 428 just to be that guy.
Contrarian. Yep.
Next is Earth Defense Force 5 versus Octopath Traveler.
And you just reminded me of something that I'm going to update my other awards later.
I actually struggle with this one quite a bit because I like both. I have problems with both.
You have problems with? Okay, what are your problems with them?
That's a different show.
All right. Well, yeah, we haven't really talked about Earth Defense Force.
I'm going with EDF because I didn't play Octopath. It didn't appeal to me at all.
Okay.
I will go Octopath reluctantly. I haven't played Earth Defense Force, but anyway.
You don't need to.
I'm also gonna go Octopath.
I just don't. I've never loved Earth Defense Force games. That being said, I don't really love Octopath Traveler either. But I'll go with Octopath.
By all rights,
Dagger
he
in
should
my
be in
heart.
the losers category, or at least Octopath, in my opinion.
I'm going to be really torn in this losers bracket.
I know, it's brutal. It's going to be the worst.
Round 1, Battle 10 is Detroit Become Human versus Taiko no Tatsujin Drum and Fun. I guess it could be either of the Tatsujin games. I mean, for me, it's Detroit.
For me, it's Taiko on principle alone.
You dick.
Yeah. We all know that.
I have not played either, so I don't really know.
You still got to vote, man. Which
I
one?
feel like Detroit's overhyped just from what I heard and what
You're
I saw.
fucked. I feel like people are talking. I feel like people talk shit about Detroit way too much.
It was. I don't know. I mean, make a new type of game. I
agree with that too. Then
right, like it's fine, I guess, if you want to use the game as a medium to tell a story and you're more interested in telling a cool story, but it's got to be a damn good story then. And I don't know what I saw was like. And the other thing, when you're doing with games like this, multiple branching paths, then how can you do a great story? Like this just came up in that Netflix new thing they tried with
Bandersnatch.
I think they do a much better job just to say about Detroit and what David Cage does. I think they do a much better job of giving you branching narratives just because of the swings that they take in there. But my problems with Detroit is, look, I'm fine with the gameplay and whatever. I played other David Cage games and I don't mind, like the graphics are always great on them. My problem is he's not well equipped to. Yeah, he sucks. Like from the controversy at his studio to like the way that he's handled the narrative in this game to like how cheesy and schlocky the whole like.
Keenan has convinced me. I'm voting drumming.
Like, is he trying to be one of those what's his face? Who's the Apple guy that died of pancreatic cancer because he said he was smarter than doctors? Yeah, Steve Jobs. He's trying to be a Steve Jobs guy, right? That's the feel I get whenever I hear his name, David Cage. Like he talks a big big shit. But
So are we 1 versus 3 for Detroit
yeah, I
and
think
drums?
so.
Next, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon
Curse of the
versus
Moon, yeah.
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber.
That question.
Yeah, Beat Saber.
We haven't talked about it on the show, but
Because I just played it
holy
last
shit,
night,
Beat Saber's
and
so
my
good.
arms are sore.
I picked it up this morning and my arms are sore.
Great. I watched Danny kicking ass in that game, and that made it worthwhile too.
I convinced my 60-year-old uncle who just got a Rift to buy Beat Saber today.
You got a Rift?
Yeah, man. He got it as a gift, which is kind of a strange gift, but sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Round 1, Battle 12 is Celeste versus Caves of Cud.
Oh my god.
Hard Celeste for me.
Celeste.
I have to just Caves of Cud, but I love both.
Sure.
That's really hard for me.
Next is God of War versus
oh my god.
God of War versus Return of the Obra Dinn.
Return of the Obra Dinn. Let's be honest here. Like
I'm gonna say Obra Dinn because I didn't play God of War, but also because I feel like Obra Dinn did something like brand new, and God of War
brilliant.
Is kind of from what I assume is a tidy version of what we've seen many times.
Sort of, yeah. It does some neat things for sure, but
I didn't play Obra Dinn, so I'm going God of War.
I like God of War. Like it basically delivers on a lot of promise of what they showed at E3, and like it's got a great narrative, but Obra Dinn does something like it's just an amazing game, and I gotta go with Obra Dinn.
I think Obra Dinn wins it just by sound design. Like that game is ridiculous.
Oh my god! Yeah,
round
it doesn't
1
get talked about enough either. Like I know we covered it.
Do you think art style is the reason why? Do you think the black and white thing is like the monochromatic graphics is the reason why it's not kind of exploded, or is it because it's like indie PC only? Like,
yeah,
I just don't know if people have noticed it, right?
Yeah,
like the sound design in it. Like,
yeah. I could, dude, just from listening to that game, like it made you feel like you were on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So crazy. Round 1, Battle 14, Slay the Spire versus Subnautica. I didn't play either of these games.
Neither did I.
Slay the Spire for me. I'm not into the whole Minecraft thing that Subnautica does.
Okay, I also say Slay the Spire. Jackie?
We'll go with Slay the Spire.
Sure. 15 is Super Smash Brothers Ultimate versus Firewall 0 Hour.
Smash Bros.
Ooh, this is a hard one for me. But
it sucks when there's a game you want to champion, but it goes up like a powerhouse.
Yeah,
and that's why we have great awards after too.
That's right.
So I just to be clear, I don't own Smash Brothers, but I literally played it at Chris's house for 3 hours, and we did 1v1 King DDD versus Ike on Battlefield.
It was
and it was the most intense mind games I've had all year.
But even yesterday, like for New Year's, we were doing 6-player Smash, and it was hilarious.
Yeah,
that was amazing yesterday.
But I think it shines in 1v1. Like that brought me back. Mind games, man. I was driving home and I had adrenaline pumping through my veins for hours after that. Fantastic. So yeah, that's my vote.
So you went home and punched a wall.
Punched through a wall.
Keenan, are you saying the same as Smash Brothers?
Yeah, Smash.
Okay, and then the last one of round 1, Dragon Ball FighterZ versus Synthetic Legion Rising.
Dragon Ball
FighterZ. Yeah.
I didn't play Fighters, so Synthetic, but it wasn't. Yeah, Synthetic shouldn't really be on this list, but we couldn't fill it.
That's
it's
fair,
okay.
That's fair. So
it's
this
cool,
is.
But...
I feel like first round is like knock out a bunch of the games that you know aren't going to win, and so I feel like here's where it starts to get interesting. You know.
I think I know what's going to win anyway, but
are we gonna? Hey, why don't we do this? Do you want to do losers first?
Yeah.
So switch over to the losers tab and let's do that first, and then we'll do the others after.
All right.
So this is round 2. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever.
It doesn't. Listen.
Okay,
the longer the better.
Round 1 of the losers tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Quest 11 versus Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom.
Dragon Quest.
Same.
Dragon Quest.
Okay. Yoku's Island Express versus Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, I guess.
I played neither, but I think if I wanted to play one, it would probably be Spider-Man.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
vote for Yoku. La Mulana 2 versus Super Mario Party.
Aw, La Milana 2.
Super Mario Party.
I had a lot of fun with Mario Party, Chris. I don't know. I don't know if it's just that day when you came over with
Nope,
it.
I've been playing it at home and I love it too. It's good.
Double losers
I also
bracket.
say Mario Party.
Double losers bracket. Let's go.
Iconoclast versus 428.
I'll say Iconoclast.
428 for me.
Iconoclast. 428 's weird.
Shit. I want to say 428.
You
That's
can.
what-
Nothing's
you
stopping
gotta
you.
vote quick.
I can, but somebody's got to change it because we're at 2v2 right now.
You gotta
Well,
vote quick.
Convince me why I should.
Iconoclast I played and then I dropped and I forgot about it. And 428 I played the demo and I felt like I wanted more. I felt like it was something instead. Like Iconoclast is good, but I've seen it a billion times before.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Fine,
428
fine,
is something.
fine. I'll
where-
I'll change vote to 428.
All right. I love. Is that I legitimately can convince you, or you don't give a
no,
shit?
No, you made no. You convinced
A little
me.
bit of both.
I might want to play it.
Okay. EDF 5 versus Detroit.
Oh my God,
EDF.
Chris, what are you gonna do?
EDF.
EDF.
I hate it, but yeah,
I want to
EDF.
say Detroit just to spite you, but no.
Okay, I want to change mine to EDF. Then it's 2v2.
no.
I mean to Detroit.
EDF.
All right. Next is Bloodstained versus Caves of Cud.
Don't you got him do it. Caves of Cud. I talked the hell out of this game.
I vote for Bloodstained, even though I
Don't.
played neither.
Don't. Please.
Why though?
Please,
Why?
Keenan.
I
I
don't know
play
anything
Blood-
Did you
about
listen
Bloodstained.
to the episode about this game?
Look, I play Bloodstained. It's a tight little package. I'm anticipating Bloodstained being fairly good too. But you know, Tim's passion for Caves of Cud, like even though he did a shit job explaining it, I'll go with Caves of Cud.
Thank you, Keenan. Thank you so much. Oh, I love you so much. No
Okay.
double losers.
Caves of Cud, I guess.
Wow.
Yes. And you should go, Jackie Senpai,
Yes.
go back
listening.
and listen to my horrible explanation of why this game is good.
And also look up screenshots from the game and then change your vote.
It's so good. The sprite work is excellent for what they're trying to do.
Oh,
Excellent.
sprites, eh?
You want to change it now?
Make it look
Both
like
games have sprites.
We're not going into this.
Bloodstain has sprites too. Bloodstain has sprites too.
Okay, next one is God of War versus Subnautica.
God of War.
Same.
God of War.
Okay. And then the last one of round one is Firewall 0 Hour versus Synthetic.
Firewall.
Same.
Easy.
Yeah,
Firewall.
sure, Firewall.
I think what we'll do is we'll jump back and forth between winners and losers as we go through round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just read them off at the end. Sound good?
Okay.
Mhm.
So round 2 of the winners bracket is Astrobot versus Ease 8.
Astrobot.
Same. Hard. I mean, I liked Ease 8 a lot, but Astrobot is something else.
Astrobot. Yeah.
Astrobot, I
Oh,
I'm gonna
my
hate
Lord.
you
Look at
this
the next one.
round.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna hate to do the one after this.
Don't look ahead.
The next one is Monster Hunter World versus Tetris Effect.
Monster
Oh.
Hunter
Monster
World.
Hunter World is the winner.
Monster Hunter World.
Oh man, I hate that so much though.
See, and I was thinking Tetris.
Tetris is so good. But Monster Hunter World is so good.
Yep.
This is shitty. This is what happens when you don't seed them, right?
If you could buy
See-
DLC for a game, you'd buy it for Monster Hunter World.
I'd
Yeah.
buy it for
You
Tetris
did.
Effect too.
But I could see myself going back a year later and going, I'm going to play a couple of rounds of Tetris, where a year later, I'm not going to go back to Monster Hunter World. It's been months and I haven't gone back to it.
Nope. There's an
You guys-
expansion.
You hear there was today only. There was an event in Monster Hunter World where you fight one of those moss swines, but it's a giant moss swine that one.
You are goddamn kidding me.
and it one shots you, so you just can't get hit by it.
Oh, I want to fight it. Is it still
No.
there?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Next is Minute versus Dead Cells.
Did we
So-
decide on anything on that last one?
yeah, already.
Yeah, we did.
Chris decided without saying.
Yeah.
No, it was. Did I? No, I. It's
You didn't
Monster
actually
Hunter.
say.
You didn't actually say. Okay.
Like I
We
hate
have-
it, but
we
it's
have listeners.
Dead Cells.
Yeah, this one was Dead Cells
Yeah.
versus Mint.
Dead Cells.
Dead Cells.
Dead Cells is so good. Next is Yakuza 6 versus Into the Breach. I'm gonna say Yakuza.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna tell you, like, I like Yakuza 6, but I love Into the Breach.
Oh.
Into the Breach is my vote.
Who feels like they could be convinced?
I didn't play Yakuza. I haven't played any Yakuza games.
yeah, I didn't play either of them.
And
So here's
FTL
my argument against Yakuza 6. There's a lot of stuff that I'm not too keen on. Like the fighting system isn't as good as Zero. There's moments in Yakuza 6 that are great, but I feel like it's not the pinnacle of the series for me, and I don't.
I agree with what you're saying, but I feel like there are a couple of moments that make it worthwhile.
Okay.
I agree. I was disappointed because, you know, it's the same thing. I expected the pinnacle. It's new engine. It's, you know, there's a lot of stuff riding on it, and it was fine, you know.
Like I like it's fully voiced. It's got all of that stuff. Into the Breach it is a strategy game, but it's more a puzzle game. It's got tons of replayability. You have multiple it's not really loadouts per se, but like you have multiple different starting points in the game with regards to the abilities of the units that you're taking in, and then they also get power ups along the way, and like it's a lot of puzzling.
It's like those old. This is the way I think of Into the Breach. It's like taking those old newspaper chess puzzles, but you know, 6-7 turn games, little mini chess games, where you start with the chess pieces you want and you upgrade them with fundamentally like unique abilities as you play. And you're doing these like optimized, like, okay, I'm gonna optimize this turn. I'm gonna do my best to get the most out of this turn, and then maybe in one round or one individual little area on the map, there's like 6 turns, 7 turns. It goes by really quick if you're kind of rushing, but and it looks great. The music, it's all very cohesive, which you can expect from the FTL developer, right? Like,
and I'm just gonna like this might like I know this might sound weird, okay, but to me, it's what would you do if you had Disgaea, stripped out all the RPG elements, made it more strategy oriented, made it a lot tighter package so it's not as long. But you still had the puzzle elements of like pushing units around, like doing multiple hits on because of the attributes of the map on people. Like Into the Breach, you can knock enemies into other enemies to damage them. You can knock them into the paths of other enemies so that the enemies will damage each other. There's all sorts of things that happen into there that make it more of a puzzle element.
Yeah.
So
it feels so good when you come up with that sequence of moves that just decimates that round.
So I'm gonna say that I'm not changing mine from Yakuza 6. So it's gonna have to be on Jackie.
You didn't say Jackie senpai.
Yeah, Keenan kind of lost me as soon as he said Disgaea. I was like,
no.
Okay, so here, if
chess.
I'm gonna put this out there, okay?
Yeah.
There's an option here where what I can do is make it a tie and then hit randomize, and it'll just pop one of them in.
Done.
Nope.
Sold.
Nope.
Do it.
That's gross.
Do it.
No. Into the Breach is way better than Yakuza 6.
I can't do it.
It's much more of a perfect. It's
okay,
much
Chris,
closer to what I would think of a perfect game than Yakuza
history.
6.
But history with this and history with a story and last one of a story, even if it's good, I can't jump from it.
But
are you giving Yakuza 6? Are you giving Yakuza 6 the award because it's like Lord of the Rings, the last one, and they got to give it all the awards?
I hated the last one. I hated the last two. I thought Fellowship was great, and the others were trash.
Fellowship,
sure, but they gave all the awards on the last one, so that because they were looking at it as a trilogy.
Okay, I loved Yakuza 6. I love the series. I didn't even play Into the Breach, so I'm going to vote Yakuza, right?
Yeah, sure.
Prior to this discussion, I don't even think I'd heard of Into the Breach, whereas I was fully aware of Yakuza 6. So I don't know. Like everything I'm hearing about Into the Breach makes me less inclined to want to play it.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
Wow.
What do we
Not
do?
into that kind of stuff. No, that's fair.
Not even
All
a
right,
little bit.
randomize it then,
Am
I
I
guess.
gonna randomize?
Gross.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it, and then I'm gonna hit submit without even looking at it.
Totally invalidates
Hate
the
it.
whole
You
thing.
both, and
Oh,
I'm telling
gross.
you. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Losers, double losers bracket.
That's easy. That's fine. You know what? That's fine.
So
You
yeah,
know
'cause
why
the
that's
6 moves
fine?
up.
It's gonna make my decision that much easier next round.
Whatever, but I know my decision next round too. 21.
Ooh.
Next one is Octopath Traveler versus Taiko no Tatsujin.
Taiko no Tatsujin.
Taiko.
Same.
I'm gonna say Octopath. Next is Beat Saber versus Celeste, which
Celeste.
sucks.
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber. You really, Tim? You'd say Celeste over Beat Saber, right?
Oh, 100%.
Huh.
I was gonna say Celeste too.
Oh shit.
Convince me.
Okay, so Beat Saber for me, I was like, yeah, we'll see. And remember when it came out and it was like $39? I was like, that's ridiculous. There's no way it's worth that money. And then so after Christmas, we had some extra money. I was looking for something to play. And so I picked it up, and like instantly, as soon as I put the headset on, I'm like, this is completely polished. Like this is exactly the same vibe that I had with Astrobot. Like if you look at Tetris Effect, I was gonna say Tetris Attack. If you look at Tetris Effect, you know how it's like grainy and doesn't look good in VR? Like it doesn't look that great in VR.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, Astrobot and Beat Saber look incredible.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure what the difference is. I'm not sure what changes, graphical fidelity, whatever it is. But Beat Saber looks good. The music's awesome. It's intuitive as shit. My wife plays it 3 hours every night for the past like 4 days.
And it's a workout.
Everybody that came over yesterday that was playing with it, like you look at their face and they're all smiling. Like, and it sucks. I hate arguing against Celeste because I loved it too.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I would say against Celeste is anytime they try to do story beats, it really turned me off.
Yeah,
like it felt like a millennial game.
Right. I agree. But actually, this is the one game where I kind of understood a bit of where they're coming from.
I understand
off from it.
I understand it. I just felt that it didn't. I don't know. It was fine.
It didn't annoy me, so
it did annoy me.
With it.
See, the part that I actually really liked about Celeste, I'm not afraid to admit that. Like, did you finish it?
Mm-hmm.
So at the very end, spoilers for Celeste, I guess. When you're climbing that last tower and it's like counting down the meters to the summit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude! Like I got teary-eyed pretty hard there. It was awesome. Yeah. It was so good.
So it's difference between tears and sweat.
Yeah, I still goes to Beat Saber. But I'm never going to play Celeste again, and I'm going to play Beat Saber for a long time.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be
Yes, it absolutely should.
Well, regardless, I bet this is going to come down to friggin' rando. This is the true RNG.
Is anybody thinking about going one way or the other?
I don't really want to change my vote.
Nothing I've seen about Celeste, even from speed runs, from watching other people play, makes me want to play that game. Really,
have you played any similar type of really precision platformers like that?
Like, I don't know. Do you consider Super Meat Boy one of those?
Yes.
And
it's like Meat Boy.
Yeah. So yeah, but I'm not totally in love with those kinds of games.
It's better than Meat Boy. Yeah.
I'm not totally in love with those kinds of games. Like, I just don't really love precision platforming that much.
Are we randomizing then?
I guess so.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Beat Saber. Next one is Return of the Obra Dinn versus Slay the Spire.
Oh my god, this is the worst one for me.
Obra Dinn.
I'm gonna say Obra Dinn because the name's cooler.
Becky.
Sound design, Tim. Sound design. Like, it wins on sound alone.
No, you know what? Slay the Spire
is it good? Really, I didn't play Slay the Spire.
And sound design too.
Really, yeah, but it's like three tracks. It's like 3 or 4 tracks.
Really good tracks. Like,
and you've just been listening it for so many hours. That's why.
No, but that's the mark of it, right? Like, same with FDL soundtrack. Like, those two, they need to be really good because you're playing.
But you don't have a choice, Tim.
You don't have a choice.
You know when Jackie was saying earlier about how everything you talked about Slay the Spire turned her off? No, not Slay the Spire. The other game. What was it?
Whatever the Disgaea
Into the
one is,
breach.
I've
Into the breach, into
deleted
the
it
breach.
already. Yeah. there you
The everything you say about Slay the Spire,
You
like
need to
every time you say FTL, I'm like, it's like the
Yep.
biggest turn off ever.
Oh, FTL's so good.
No, I did not enjoy it.
It's great. Anyway, well, do you guys already all three of you vote Oberdin?
No, we only have 2 Oberdins.
Well, I should be the
Jackie
last one.
Jackie and I said Oberdin.
Why should you be the last one?
Oh, Keenan. Randomized who's the last one, Chris.
Okay.
I know. I want to hear you struggle with this.
Oh, okay. So Oberdin was such a good, just chunk of time where I was just focused on this game
with paper in front of you, writing notes.
Yeah, writing notes.
Getting deep into it, learning about what happened, learning about new terms like Bosun.
Yeah, that's true. Slay the Spire.
Like, tell me you didn't live on that ship.
Yeah, but you see, Tim
Yeah,
spent what 200 hours in Slay the Spire last year.
God damn. The Slay the Spire. So the other thing about Slay the Spire is like the visual design.
You know Kenan's gonna say Oberdin anyways, right?
What's that?
said Kenan's gonna say Oberdin anyway.
I don't know what he's gonna say. Actually, he liked. Oh no, he didn't like Slay the Spire, right? Yeah, I'll say Oberdin. Fine. It's tough.
I'll tell you what, Tim. Like I
Say Slay the Spire.
I've also put a lot of time in Slay the Spire, but I don't. Like my initial impressions of it haven't changed. Like
since we argued about it.
Yeah, I still don't feel like the game is.
I've thought about that argument so much, Keenan.
Yeah,
I have so much to say to you about that friggin' argument. You're wrong.
Are we 4-0 or what?
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah, we are 4-0.
We can talk about this for a long time.
Next one hurts a little bit.
Oh my God.
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate versus Dragon Ball Fighters.
Holy crap!
The perfect matchup.
No, it sucks. I want both to make it further than this.
Well, I'm Smash Brothers. That's easy for me.
Yeah, I mean, dagger in my heart to say it because Smash is not really my thing. I'd probably still have to say Smash.
Smash isn't my thing still. I'm going to put a lot of hours into it. I'm going to enjoy playing it. I enjoyed playing it with everybody last week, but like Dragon Ball Fighters was something that it both gave me the best moment of the year from Sonic Fox winning that tournament, and also like just it is amazing that they made this game
so good.
So that's my vote is Dragon Ball Fighters. Go with a clear conscience, Chris. Vote Smash. Because I'm going to vote Dragon Ball. So.
I hate this. And look, I think it's telling that for a lot of the other choices were like yelling over each other and just throwing things at each other. And then as soon as we said Smash Brothers versus Dragon Ball, like it's silent. Like nobody wants to really say anything because it sucks.
Well, I'm you three, not me. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. I appreciate all the things. I just haven't played Dragon Ball FighterZ, so I don't know what the feel of it is, right? Like that. Maybe Chris, this helps. You mind games with me versus mind games maybe with Keenan. What felt?
Oh my God, both of them are so good.
Yeah.
Okay, let me explain. I'm gonna say Smash Brothers, but the reason why, and honestly, I feel the only reason why is because Dragon Ball FighterZ doesn't feel natural to me in my hands. Like there's a lot of fighting games.
That, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of fighting games where you pick it up and it just feels right. I feel like I'm fighting with the controls in Dragon Ball to do the things I want it to do.
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason, I'm going to say Smash Brothers, but it breaks my heart. Okay. Losers round 2.
Double losers bracket.
Losers round 2 of 6.
Here's my revenge, Jackie.
All right. So up is Slay the Spire versus Dragon Quest 11.
Dragon Quest.
I'm going to say Dragon Quest.
Slay the Spire.
Oh, fuck.
Is anyone touching on this? I know Jackie doesn't give a shit about Slay the Spire.
Nope.
I don't, to be honest, I'm not interested in Slay the Spire. I thought Dragon Quest was middling, but I'm going to put it above.
You don't like card games, period, do you?
I do.
Like what?
I don't know anything.
Not this one though.
A good games game. Actually, to be honest, I didn't know Slay the Spider was a card game.
Oh my God. Friggin' dungeon deck building.
Maybe I think I picture Slay the Spire and Into the Breach is the same
FPL.
thing.
No, you need to play it. You really
I'm still gonna say
like it a
Dragon
lot.
Quest. I'm not moving off Dragon Quest.
You own more board games than any of us. You should probably play the Slay the Spire.
Yeah, but if I want to play a board game, I'll play a board game.
It's not a board
Nope.
game, but it has those elements. Anyway.
Is anybody moving?
Nope.
Nope.
Refuse.
Okay, randomized.
Yeah.
Slay the Spire.
This is some
Not that
bullshit.
This is some bullshit.
You're right. It is some bullshit, Jackie.
The biggest of bullshit.
We're all paying.
You are correct.
Next up is Dragon Ball Fighters versus Spider-Man. It's
Dragon
Dragon Ball.
Ball.
Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball.
For me. Wow, I'm surprised.
I
Octopath
love Spider-Man, but Dragon Ball does something for me.
Octopath versus Super Mario Party.
Super Mario Party.
Mario Party.
Same. Celeste versus 428.
Celeste.
Celeste.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, Ken.
I'm throwing the towel in.
Minute versus EDF 5.
EDF 5.
Same. Can you care to vote?
Minute.
Sure. You should play it. Minute's fun. It's a fun little game. It's just way too short.
Wait, what? I said minute.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Random it, I guess.
No, I can
Convince me why I should play EDF.
clear the result.
I'd be willing to buy
Minute
it.
versus EDF 5. EDF minute's too short. Like I really, really had a good time with Minute. I really, really enjoyed it. And then it ended very, very abruptly. I was like, that's it.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
I beat it in like 2 hours.
I agree.
EDF 5, I could easily put 200 hours into.
Okay, I don't like EDF as like the game, but I'll go with EDF.
Fine,
I'll
EDF.
switch.
Do EDF.
What? So we're 4-0 now?
Yeah.
You did not have to.
Alright.
Enid is not a horse in this race.
Into the Breach, Caves of
Into the
Cut.
breach.
Oh my God.
Not
That's
into the
hard
breach.
too.
The other one.
Cud.
I'm gonna say Into the Breach. We're 2-2.
Randomize it then. I'm not.
Well, like you said, Into the Breach is a card game. It's supposed to be awesome. So
It's not a card game. It's a strategy game.
Ah,
Okay,
shit.
let's make this clear.
what's the other one?
You need to
Slay the
Slay the
Spire.
Both of these games are really good.
Jesus Christ.
No,
Into the breach is front mission, okay? God.
I
Yeah.
know, but every time you guys hear it, like start talking about it, I
Jesus
swear to God, it's like
It's-
foghorn. Like,
Into the Breach is
I don't
logic.
hear anything. It's like, bull.
Okay, I changed it. Caves of
Front
Cut.
mission logic. Friggin' good. Okay,
So
I'm
is
not
it-
arguing with that.
Is it 3-1 then?
Oh my God.
People are gonna be angry at us for that one.
I'm angry at us.
I'm sorry. What people?
Anything that
Like
gets
you guys have not played Caves of Cud. It's a piece of
oh,
not the same as Into the Breach.
no.
Oh
Okay,
my God.
Yeah,
All right.
I changed my vote. I want to go back to Into the Breach.
No, you can't. You cannot.
Yeah, I can. Watch me.
Listen to the listeners.
Listen to the listeners. The 5,000 that love Into the Breach versus the 3 that love Caves to Cud.
Okay. But which is a better game?
You know what? I think I want to say Caves of Cud, but I hate what it looks like, so I'm gonna go Into the Breach. Like I can't get over that terrible and I know
Oh.
you're all about the sprites in it, but it looks bad.
No, it's fantastic.
Who else said Caves of Cud? Oh yeah, Jackie. Are we randomizing this thing then?
I guess so. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's 2v2.
Sorry.
Yeah.
E8. So it was Caves of Cud. E8 versus God of War.
God of War.
Got it.
I'm gonna Animu E8. Is that
All right.
did everybody vote? Is that 3 God of Wars?
Yeah, God of War.
Tetris Effect versus
Tetris.
Firewall 0 Hour.
Tetris.
Oh, both of
Tetris.
you are games that
Yeah,
I
I'm
really love.
Tetris for sure.
I guess I'll say Firewall just to be the odd man out. But
Just to be that guy. Okay, back to winners.
back to winners.
We're gonna
We are 50 minutes into this podcast or something like that.
sorry.
We're going pretty quick, okay,
No, we're
man?
good.
Yeah, it's faster than I expected. So we're in the third round. This is the winners tournament. We're at this one hurts so bad.
Ooh.
This is Astrobot Rescue Mission versus Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter.
I'm not.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna say Astrobot just to be that guy, but man, that one sucks for me.
Yeah, that's a hard one for you.
That really hurts. Dead Cells versus Yakuza 6.
Dead Cells.
That's
That's
Same. Dead Cells was a huge surprise for me this year. Taiko no Tatsujin versus Beat Saber. Interesting,
Beat Saber.
like 2 music games.
yeah.
yeah, weird.
I'm surprised we have 2 music games.
This far along, yeah. I agree. 2018, 2 music games in the third round.
Beat Saber.
Yeah, I'll say Beat Saber.
Next up is-
Taiko no Tatsujin was the beneficiary of a weak bracket. I think.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it was. Except for
Except for Detroit.
Return of the Obra Dinn versus Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers.
Oberdin.
Smash. You like Obra Dinn more than Smash Brothers?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I bought one and I didn't buy the other. So
Yeah, but you never buy Nintendo games.
yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I just don't buy Smash Brothers.
You know what you got?
Damn it. This is hard.
Just shit all over Smash Brothers.
What?
Sort of. You didn't. Really.
Yeah, I mean, like I like what Oberdin does, but at the core of it, it's a logic puzzle that, it's like that's what it is.
It's not just about
It
that.
doesn't have to do as much as Smash does. Has to balance everything on the like. Just think about like how many different modes Smash has to do, the amount of hours like everybody worked on that, and like, I mean, and the end product, which is such a massive Bible, whereas like Return of the Oberdin is like a tight little package.
I have an argument against
guy.
Return of Obra Dinn.
Yep.
It doesn't have Bayonetta in it.
The friggin'
Ayo.
what's his name? What's the captain's name? And
I do like short
Yeah,
hair
see,
Bayonetta.
you can't remember. That's
I don't remember it.
it's telling. Are we 3-1?
Captain Robert Woodrill. Okay, tell me how great.
Smash. I'll do Smash.
Okay. So we're flying now. We're flying. Back to losers bracket. Slay the Spire versus Dragon Ball Fighters.
Dragon Ball.
Fire.
Dragon Ball.
3-1 Dragon Ball.
Dude.
Mario Party versus Celeste.
Celeste.
Celeste, I would say.
Also Celeste.
Celeste.
EDF 5 versus Caves of God. Both shitty games.
EDF.
Good.
EDF.
EDF.
Keen's gonna go.
Tim, because I am pissed at you, EDF.
Why are you pissed at me?
Because you didn't vote for Into the Breach.
Well,
Caves
tough,
of
man.
God. God of War versus Tetris Effect.
Tetris Effect.
Same.
Tetris Effect.
All right.
This is the most bullshit podcast ever.
No, it's great.
Round 4. We're getting real close to the end now. There's some really solid games on this. Okay.
No losers.
Round 4. Monster Hunter World versus Dead Cells.
Monster Hunter World.
The same. I really like Dead Cells,
Yeah.
but Monster Hunter.
Dead Cells.
I'm glad I got
I
a
would
vote.
say Monster Hunter.
I'm glad I got a vote though. Beat Saber versus Smash.
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 Same.
Smash.
Okay, back to losers bracket. Losers bracket round 4 is Astrobot Rescue Mission versus Dragon Ball Fighters,
Ooh, that's hard.
which is another shitty one. Yeah,
Dragon Ball for me.
I'm gonna say no. I want to abstain for the time being. I'll come back to it. You guys, what do you got?
Dragon Ball.
We should really be doing ordered turns next year or something like that. We're like, oh, I'll be the decider, no problem.
You know what? I can be convinced to go for Astrobot, so I'm gonna pull back my vote, and somebody else like try to convince me one way or the other.
I
You
don't
love
like.
Dragon Ball Fighter.
I don't
What are
want
you
to. I don't want to vote for either. Like
I do, but
uh,
you see, the thing is that Astrobot, to me, from what everybody has said, is that it's such a revolutionary experience in VR, and so
you always hear people say it's the Mario 64 of VR, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree though. It's crazy. I'm gonna go Astrobot. I hate that I'm doing it, but I want to go Astrobot. It's
The
like
fact that it's
nothing,
VR limits it automatically, and that's why I'd say no.
but it's like nothing I have ever seen before.
I really
Like
got to.
Dragon Ball's amazing. It looks really cool. It's super exciting. Like I have a platinum trophy in Astrobot and not in Dragon Ball. Right? Like I played that game into the ground.
Then which way are you swinging?
Me?
No, Astrobot. I played Astrobot and I've seen Dragon Ball, and again, that's not easy for me either. Even though I haven't played.
No,
Dragon
it's awful.
It's a hard one. Chris is playing me as well. Like I've only played 4 levels of Astrobot, if I want to be completely honest about this. But
Keenan wants to go Dragon Ball, but you guys are.
I do want to go Dragon Ball, but the problem is like I know how many people love Astrobot as well. Like it's not.
Yeah, I know, but who cares what other people
Yeah,
think? What
I'd
do
agree
you
with
think?
that. I agree with that. Forget what other people think.
Fine, I'll go with Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I don't think I can be convinced otherwise.
Mm-hmm. So let's randomize it.
Yeah, are we all comfortable with randomize?
I mean,
No,
yeah.
but let's go with randomize.
It is what it is.
Jesus
Dragon Ball.
Christ.
You know what's the thing called where like something the Solomons whatever where like cut the baby in half, that thing?
Yeah.
As soon as I saw Dragon Ball, my heart dropped into my stomach. Like I really wanted Astrobot to win.
Then Astrobot. Then according to Solomon, Astrobot, you're the true.
Yeah, but that's RNG edition, man. Can't do anything about it now.
Astrobot Rescue Mission, Chris.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
The next one, you mean?
Yeah, no, the one that we just did. That one's gonna
okay.
hurt. I think that one hurts the most so far. Yeah, because it's 6 versus Celeste.
Celeste.
Same.
Celeste.
Oh fuck, Astrobot. Technotetsugen versus EDF5. How is EDF5 and how are both of these games this far along?
Look what they are.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I'm going.
Deploy.
Nah, see, that's EDF4.
I don't care.
For that reason, I'm voting Taiko no Tatsujin on this one.
Taiko no Tatsujin.
Garb. No.
Tim?
Stick with EDF.
It's not half the game EDF4 was. 4 I love so much.
Taiko no Tatsujin is the game you know and love.
It's so fun.
Okay,
dude, you would love it. Next time you come over, we get the Taiko out and you hammer away at
I'm
it.
going to decide based on EDF 5 versus 4 Jackie. Why is 5 better?
Well, but this isn't
yeah,
about
no.
4
Why is tell me why 5 is better than 4?
I haven't played either.
Why is it better than 5? Like, all right, I would say it's less glitchy.
No, not what
better.
reasons. No, listen, not what reasons. What I want to hear.
You just said?
No, what I want to hear though is why is 5 a better game than 4? Not what is better about 5.
Why?
Do you like 5 more than 4? Don't you?
It's hard to say because I haven't put as much time in 5 yet. I'm not as far along in 5 as I was in 4. 4 I played a ton of, but I had to play it by myself because nobody would play it with me.
She's trying to say.
No. Hear me out.
That she likes 4 better. She just doesn't want to admit it because then it means you go to Taiko no Tatsujin.
No, because there's better stuff about 4. Like the songs and stuff, way better in 4. But the game itself plays better.
I have an argument.
Which makes it better.
I have an argument for Taiko no Tatsujin.
Why does Chris, why does the game is EDF 5 gameplay better than 4? Does the game feel better?
No, it doesn't. It feels like laggy.
False.
It's not as quick. It doesn't move around as much. No. Nope.
Less glitchy, but more glitchy at the same time.
In a bad way, not in a fun, like shitty game way. Like when you have a B movie that's hilarious and makes you laugh so hard because it's shit. And then there's another B movie that comes out and it doesn't have the same charm to it, and so it's not as fun. That's the difference the comparison between 4 and 5.
God Hand is kind of that kind of game.
No,
right?
God Hand is EDF 4.
Yeah, EDF 5.
But see, like if we're gonna get into that, I think I liked the third one, like the one that was on
Insect
PS3.
Armageddon?
Yeah, I think I like that one the most.
Absolutely not.
All right, Jack.
I think it had way more
EDF
charm
3
than
is the
4.
best. Better than 5. So I'll go.
Can there be no attack right now? That was the other one.
4.
No, it wasn't.
Tim.
Absolutely.
Tim's already
was not.
voted.
We were both super disappointed.
Moved on.
Can there be no attack?
Return to the
By the way,
Oberdin.
Tim, just to make your conscience clear, okay, there's also like a Studio Ghibli song pack in for Taiko no Tatsujin. So
Barf.
There's a red light, green light game in Taiko no Tatsujin where the goblin guy stands at the tree, goes Taiko no Tatsujin, and then like says it faster and slower, and you got to hammer on the thing as fast as you can. It's the funniest thing in the world.
You can play as a wing diver who's more or less wearing battle panties, shooting lasers at giant frogmen.
Hey, I not the EDF is bad. Hold on, Chris. You were gonna say I use that God Hand. What was the other game you were to compare?
I don't know, something not worth thinking about because it's in the past and irrelevant.
And we're over it.
Return to the Oberdin versus Tetris Effect.
Tetris Effect.
Tetris Effect.
Tetris Effect.
Oof, really? That's tough. Though. That's tough.
Okay, back to winners.
That's tough.
Oh man. Okay, wait, no.
Are we gonna finish winners? No.
No, let's not.
Losers first.
We got to finish losers.
Well,
first.
there's winners and then championship. There's still a championship thing, right?
The championship is. Yeah, we'll
it's
come to that.
whoever comes out of losers has to fight the champion of winners.
So okay, so round 5 is Dragon Ball Fighters versus Celeste.
I'm gonna go Dragon Ball.
This is in the losers bracket, everyone. So
yeah, this is losers bracket.
Celeste.
I'm gonna say Dragon Ball.
All on you,
I'm gonna say Dragon Ball.
Jackie, what did you say?
I said Dragon Ball.
Okay. Wow, Jackie.
Next is Taiko no Tatsujin versus Tetris Effect.
Tetris Effect.
Tetris Effect.
Yeah. Round 6 of the losers bracket is Beat Saber versus Dragon Ball Fighters.
Dragon Ball.
I would say Dragon Ball, even though I liked what I saw with Beat Saber. I appreciate what Dragon Ball's doing and what it did and everything, except for what did they just recently that banned that tournament?
Yeah, but that's not a Dragon Ball thing. That's a Bandai Namco thing.
Yeah, but anyway, it's still stupid. Anyway.
Dragon Ball.
I'm gonna say Beat Saber. I'm not sure if I believe that or not, but I'm gonna say it just because. This is a hard one. Dead Cells versus Tetris Effect.
For me, Tetris.
Dead Cells.
You're waiting for me, Chris? I don't know.
I'm the same. I don't know.
Okay, because for me, I kind of fell off Dead Cells a little bit, and I don't know if I need to go back to it or not. What I'm curious about is if I really understand the game or not, and I think I do. But
there's multiple paths.
I know.
Tim, there's multiple paths, and you can open up multiple paths based on the runes that you get and get new abilities and such. So there's a whole bunch of things that you'll get as you move on, including. Well, I don't know how much I can spoil now.
Do you know what the other thing I love is that the weapons are so varied. Like I have some that I can throw that freezes guys, and it's kind of like arcs like I'm throwing a rock at a guy, and then I can like turn around and kick another guy into the wall.
Yep. Yeah. And then for the very first half of it, I was playing almost like all offensive weapons, and then switched to shields, and I fall in love with shields now.
Oh yeah.
There's all kinds of builds that work in that game.
I did a run of ranged only the other day, and I made it probably the farthest I've ever made it. It was awesome.
Oh man! And one of the streamers, the main guy that I watch, plays it a lot, and he loves it. And I love all the games he loves, except
when you play it instead of watching somebody else play it.
I know.
You know what? I'm struggling with recency bias for Dead Cells too because I'm currently playing it, right?
Yes. Not to say Tetris Effect isn't. So the thing about Tetris Effect is that I didn't give a shit about Tetris. I don't really care that much. It's okay. But this is the game that got me sort of really interested in it again. And a friend of mine's a real Tetris fiend. He's really good. and I put him in front of it, and he just beat the last stage like first try, and he was blown away. And his reaction to it was just, it got him really close to buying PSVR just for Tetris. But
have you been playing the daily challenges? Are you into that stuff, right?
I haven't played Dead Cells since, but if I had to pick between which one I'd rather play, I'd be honest, I'd probably rather play Dead Cells. That's because I'm a roguelike person.
Are you voting for Dead Cells or Tetris Effect?
For Dead Cells.
I'm going to vote for Tetris Effect.
Yeah, you are.
Ooh, so it's RNG.
Are we going to RNG this one? Does anybody feel like they could go either way?
No, and I don't blame anyone for not wanting to choose.
Yeah, I'm the same. I love both. I'm going to randomize and see what comes up. Tetris Effect.
Right. Tetris Effect will win.
Screw you, Chris.
Dragon Ball Fighters versus Tetris Effect.
Ooh.
I'm going Tetris.
Tetris.
I'm also going to say Tetris.
I'm going to go Dragon Ball.
I'm so sad. I'm sorry, Keenan.
It's okay.
Okay.
I think in my heart, I would have gone with Dead Cells above all of this stuff.
This sucks. I hate all of this.
Like my top three my personal top three has both.
Save it. We'll talk about it after. So the last battle of the winners bracket is Monster Hunter World versus Smash.
Monster Hunter
World.
Yeah, same.
Just tell the listeners that like something, right? Like how quickly we say Monster Hunter World every time.
Okay, so round 8 of losers bracket is Smash versus Tetris Effect.
Tetris.
I'm gonna say Smash.
I am going to go with Tetris Effect.
Tim, did you say Smash or you didn't say it? So we're 2-2.
Got RNG in it. This isn't going to be one anyone budges on.
Can I make a plea for Smash Brothers?
You can.
Tetris Effect is super fun, and I love the music. I love the experience. Like I really, really love a lot about it. Like I love the Mizuguchi thing. Like I love his other games. The issue I have with Tetris Effect is that I didn't have the same, and this is not really fair to say about it, but just conversationally, Child of Eden made me cry. And this didn't. And I wish it did. And there's things in it that I feel should have. And I loved it. And it was great. But there was something missing from its core. And I feel like Smash Brothers made me feel a way that I haven't felt since university. For that reason, I think that Smash Brothers, again, like there's been but like Brawl came out and Smash 4 came out, and neither of them clicked at all. This one's different. But fucking Tetris Effect is so good. It just
and I would make almost the identical argument for Tetris, right?
In the opposite direction.
Because like Smash comes out, yeah, it's big roster. Yes, you knock people off the side. Yes, there are subtle changes, mechanic changes, different people, whatever. But like Tetris Effect
is just Tetris. It's the same. It's the same argument.
Not. There are other modes. It's more beautiful. It's adding to.
But all of those modes are like all of that is stuff in other Tetris games, right? When I think about playing when Puyo Tetris came out, Tetris Effect is better, I think, but I don't feel like it did anything that wasn't just incremental the same way that you say Smash Brothers is incremental.
And they're
the same
online, like versus with Tetris Effect, right?
And Tetris
100% agree with
but
that.
It should also have 2-player local versus.
Yep.
That's fucked. I'm hard in Smash Brothers now.
Yeah, it is
I'm still sticking with Tetris.
It's bullshit that Tetris is single player only. Fuck that. Smash Brothers.
Yep.
Keenan, you do what you think is right.
Keenan, if you and I want to play Tetris together, we can't.
Yep. And if you want to do mind game Smash Brothers, you can anytime.
Online or local.
See, my only thing is, do I love Tetris Effect more than Tetris DS? That's the only thing that I have, like, because I really played a ton of Tetris DS.
I did also, but I would still say Tetris Effect is better. I hesitate though, because when I think about which game I had more fun with, I would even say Puyo Puyo Tetris because I can play against someone else. Part of Tetris, part of the excitement of Tetris is like really pushing to stay alive when someone else is pushing you up to the top.
Pressure.
And I can't do that in Tetris Effect.
Yeah.
I want to redo this whole thing. I want to start at the beginning.
Never
Drop
vote for
Tetris into the
Tetris
ground.
Effect.
I want to go back and vote for Dead Cells.
All right. I'm
No.
perfectly fine with that.
We can't. We're so far ahead.
Yeah, we can't do
We're
that.
not. That's only like 2 steps back.
You want to go back?
No.
It benefits me.
I'm willing to go back.
That's-
Okay, you got to cut in the
That's
JoJo time
garb.
warp.
That's revisionist history and it's garb.
No, JoJo time warp sound goes back.
Are we going backwards?
Oh,
I
this
vote
is
for going back.
bullshit. No way.
This is great. Let's do it. I vote going back.
I don't know how to. Hold on. I got to clear all the results.
This is going to be a lot of work.
Okay, here. So Dead Cells is 3-1 now. Is that right?
Yep.
Fuck Tetris Effect. I soured on it so hard as soon as we talked about that. Okay, so next one is we got to redo round 7. Dragon Ball Fighters versus Dead Cells.
Dead Cells.
Dragon Ball.
Oh shit! I don't know.
Oh my god. Okay. Back in a sec.
I'm gonna say Dragon Ball Fighters.
All right.
We're 2-2.
Chris, how much? Like, I know you like Dragon Ball Fighters, but at the same time, like, we did fall off pretty hard on that game. Like, we didn't really pick it back up, and like the online lobbies aren't really that great. Like, whenever you try to
But if
play
you're
online
making
against
that
other
argument,
people,
then
you aren't.
Monster Hunter can't win either because you dropped it first out of the 4 of us, right? Like,
But we played
Yeah, but
Monster
that was
Hunter a hell of a lot more than I
like
played Dragon
100
Ball.
and whatever hours
sure,
on it.
but if the argument's like, well, you dropped it and you're not going back to it, then none of these games deserve anything because most of them were played and then walked away from, right?
Yeah, but
I'm just saying that
the
argument.
thing about Dragon Ball Fighters, like I don't think Chris played it to completion. At least that's my impression of it at the time. And like we always talked about how much fun it would be to pick it up and play it again and play with each other and stuff. And we just haven't gone ahead and done that as well. So
But I would still like to. Can I tell you? I was talking to Tim about my PlayStation wish list today, and I still have Android 17 and the second music pack on my wish list because I plan on coming back to it. My other argument for Dragon Ball over Dead Cells, and I know that this is just my own bias, I can't play Dead Cells with anybody else.
Would you want
That's
to?
perfectly fine. I don't want
I agree. But what I'm saying though is if I think about my experience with both, I love Dead Cells. I have so much fun playing it. I think it's great. I would trade it away in a heartbeat to play Dragon Ball Fighters against you, same room.
Oh,
In a heartbeat, I would rather play local against one of you guys than I would play Dead Cells on my own.
Sure. I mean, that's fair. I
Are-
can't.
Are we randomizing? Is anybody interested in changing?
random.
Yeah, I can't be moved off of Dead Cells.
So we're gonna randomize this thing?
It's not going to be what I think it will be, is it?
Well, I don't know. So yes, I'm hitting it.
Yeah,
Yep.
hit it.
Yeah.
Hold.
I mean, if you guys don't like the answer, we can just go back in time and change it again.
No, that's not on randomized ones. You can't do it
No,
unless somebody wants to change their vote organically.
because the RNG is not. It doesn't change even if we rewind time.
Okay, round 8 for the losers bracket is Smash Brothers versus what the fuck did Smash Brothers lose against? Oh, Monster Hunter. Smash Brothers versus Dragon Ball Fighters. I gotta say Smash.
Smash.
Smash and Dragon Ball already fought in the winners bracket.
Well, and that's why I'm like, didn't we do this already? And I'm trying to remember.
Okay,
what I
so
voted.
don't go back. Don't look at it. We gotta do it again.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna go Dragon Ball like I did last time.
Yeah, me too.
You
I'm gonna go
RNG it?
Dragon Ball.
Oh, we RNG'd it again?
Yeah.
No. Last time that's not what happened. It was 3
You're
to
right.
1
I
for
changed my
Smash.
vote. I'm
Okay.
going Dragon Ball because this is bullshit.
Jack is still mad about the
Absolutely.
What the hell's
I am.
happening?
This is so stupid.
That's the point, Jackie.
I'm gonna.
Welcome to our spiral of stupidity.
I don't think I can be convinced off of Smash Brothers.
Then
No.
RNG it.
That's horrible that we're doing this. we're all going to hell.
Okay, you ready?
This is just fun.
What the fuck? What the fuck? That's Dragon Ball.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Cha
for the championship round is Monster Hunter World versus Dragon Ball Fighters. How the fuck
Monster
did
Hunter.
Dragon Ball make it this far?
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
Because you guys fucked with time. That's why.
Okay,
Don't ever make
here we
it.
go. So here's the standings. Okay, we'll start. Do you guys see the tab says standings there? We're gonna start at the bottom and we're gonna go up. Okay.
Okay, bottom up.
So wins and losses. Synthetic lost twice. Subnautica lost twice. Bloodstain lost twice. Detroit lost twice. Iconoclast, La Mulana, Yoku's Island Express, and Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom are all tied.
Tied. Yeah.
Just 32nd. Those are all tied.
You're right.
The next tier, all with 1 win and 2 losses, is Dragon Quest 11, Spider-Man, Octopath 428, Minute, Into the Breach, Ease 8, Firewall.
Into the. Yeah.
So now listen,
Deal with it.
if you guys are up for it,
I do have to deal with it. Thanks.
if you guys are up for it, what we can do also, and I don't know whether you want to do this like record it or do it after, but we got to also deal with these. Put these in order.
Oh, put them in order.
Put the ties in order.
Oh,
Next on the list, this is place 13 to 16 with 2 wins, 2 losses, is Slay the Spire, Super Mario Party, Caves of Cud, and God of War.
I love that Caves of Cud got this high.
I hate that it got that high.
I hate it. Like, why is it so high? Like, I don't understand this.
Caves of Cud is in the same tier as God of
You're
War,
the only one who played it.
and it's above Octopath Traveler and Detroit. above that tier with 2 wins and 2 losses, except for EDF 5, which had 3 wins and 2 losses, but tied 9th to 12th place is Astrobot. Fucking, that drives me crazy. Yakuza 6, EDF 5, and Obra Dinn. 7th and 8th is Celeste and Tekken no Tatsujin, and I don't understand how that fucking game made it that high. Next one is 5th to 6th place is Beat Saber and Tetris Effect. The top 4 games of the year, 2018. Number 4, with 4 wins and 2 losses, is Dead Cells.
Right.
The bronze trophy goes to Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Silver goes to Dragon Ball Fighters. And the very top, Monster Hunter World.
With
6-0.
6 wins and 0
That's
losses.
crazy. Dragon Ball Fighters had 10 matches. It won 8 times and lost twice. Monster Hunter World had 6 matches and it won all 6.
Is that including the rewind?
No, I
Just
didn't
checking.
calculate the rewind.
Just
It wasn't,
checking.
it wasn't a rewind.
And Monster Hunter World won by
Handily.
4-0 so many times.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Well,
so
I mean, Chris and I talked about it during, like, when we were watching the Games Awards. Like, we thought that would win anyways. It was like one of those things that we were like, yeah, concerning our group, what games we played, I think that's the one
I
that,
thought Monster Hunter would win for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Do we? So can we go through? We may as well do it all the way, right? If we're gonna do it, let's do it right.
Sure.
Beat Saber and Tetris Effect. This is for 5th and 6th place.
Tetris Effect should be above Beat Saber.
Agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Tetris Effect is going to be 5th. Beat Saber 6th. 7th and 8th, Celeste and Tekken no Tatsujin.
Celeste should be above
Celeste.
Tekken no Tatsujin.
Last.
9th to 12th, we gotta do some choices here. So we got Astrobot, Yakuza, Earth, EDF 5, and Obra Dinn. So why don't we'll do 1 versus 1, 1 versus 1, and then the winners versus each other, okay?
Fine.
As they showed up. So Astrobot and Yakuza 6.
Astrobot.
Astrobot.
Yeah, sure. Astrobot.
EDF 5 and Obra Dinn.
Obra Dinn.
Overdone.
I'm gonna say EDF.
Astrobot and Obra Dinn.
Obra Dinn.
Astrobot. You're fucking gross.
No.
Astrobot.
You just got stumped in Obra Dinn and you're still mad about it.
Jackie, do me a
there
solid
you go.
and Astrobot it up. Do me a solid.
You want to be a detective?
You know what?
Obra Dinn.
I'm actually gonna go Oberdin because I think VR is bullshit.
Oh my
You're
god.
bullshit. You don't fucking even.
Yeah. Yep. That's where we're at.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get another randomizer.
Wait, what?
Well, because it's tied. Astrobot and Oberdin are tied.
I thought we had 3 for Oberdin.
No, I went with Astrobot.
Ah,
With
Keenan.
randomize, Oberdin is above it. You guys are fucking disgusting.
Yes.
10.
Hey, I was with you, buddy.
I know, I hear you, and that's why I like you more than I like Tim.
Do you want to do this?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, because the 6. What?
Chris, do we need it more than top 10? Because the rest of these are going to be even more.
I'm gonna fucking do it. Do it. If we're gonna do it for real.
Let's do it for
Yakuza 6.
That's the 6.
What is the other one?
EDF.
EDF.
Okay. So
Okay.
we got our top 12. 13 to 16. Slay the Spire, Mario Party.
Mario Party.
Fire.
Mario Party. Buddy, do you want to? Are we doing convince or what?
I'm not going to convince Jackie about Slay the Spire. So.
Absolutely not.
Kenan, I feel like you might go either way.
No, I'm Slay the Spire.
Randomize says it's Mario Party.
All right.
Yeah, it does.
Caves of Cud versus God of War.
God of War.
War.
Case of gut.
Fuck you.
I'm not joking.
Mario Party, God
I'm
of
still
War.
pissed off right now, okay? I'll be pissed off because Enter Breach is so low, man.
I know.
But that was like Zelda getting 17 last year. That was also bullshit. Mario Party, God of War.
God of War.
God of War.
Timmy said the same. I'm dead.
Can hear you.
Did you say God of War?
I said God of War, yeah.
Slay the Spire, Caves of Cud.
Ugh.
Slay the
Pass.
Spire.
Spire.
Slay the Spire.
That's where it. Okay, Spire beats Cud. Did I vote the other way earlier? Don't look that up.
Oh, don't worry. Dragon Quest versus Spider-Man.
Dragon
I love
Quest.
Spider-Man this low.
Dragon Quest.
Spider-Man.
I'm gonna say Dragon.
Because I'm the
Quest.
only one that played it, so.
I
But
wanted
you know
to.
what?
I just.
And I'm
it
the
didn't-
same. But if you really wanted to play it, you would have played it, right? Like that's important. I think I do want to play it, but not enough to buy it.
Well, I'll buy it. I won't $80 buy it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Octopath versus 428.
428.
428.
Octopath.
I'm also gonna say Octopath. Any convincing, or are we randomizing this thing?
I'm
Yeah,
really
you don't like Octopath that much. But you haven't played 428, so.
I think you like 428 more, I bet, from what you said.
Yes.
Yeah, but Octopath did a lot right. I don't want to hate on it just because.
No, you're not hating
Random-
on it.
Randomizer says it's 428 anyways.
Okay.
Minute versus Into the Breach.
Into the Breach.
Minute.
Minute.
Close.
Fuck you all.
Any convincing otherwise?
No.
Yeah,
No.
Into the Breach is just about the most perfect game of this year.
Randomizer says Into the Breach.
It needs an expansion.
Bleh.
I agree.
Ease 8 versus Firewall.
Use 8.
Firewall.
He's 8.
I was the only person who played Firewall. So
Now we gotta. This is messy. 1 second. I'm doing this like manually now. Dragon Quest versus 428.
Dragon
Dragon
Quest.
Dragon Quest.
428.
Into the Breach versus Ease 8.
Breach.
Into the Breach.
He's 8.
Ease 8.
Into the Breach is going to go 2-2-2 all the time.
Are we
Because
gonna-
Jackie has a hate on for it for whatever
I don't have
reason.
it. I really-
That's just everything you said about it makes me less inclined.
What
to
about
even,
it do you hate?
You like
what,
the
I don't even remember. It was whatever you guys said. I was like, whoa.
Ease
None of
8
that
is the,
sounds appealing.
Ease 8 is the
Okay.
winner. Spider-Man versus Octopath.
I would probably say Spider-Man, but
I'll
Spider-Man.
also say
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yep. Minute versus Firewall.
Firewall.
Minute.
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 So now we got. We're almost there, I promise.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest versus Ease 8.
Dragon Quest.
Say Ease 8.
Dragon Quest.
428 versus Into the Breach.
Breach.
428.
Breach.
Oh. Whoa.
Let's
change his vote.
Dragon Quest versus Into the Breach.
Dragon Quest.
Ooh.
Into the Breach.
That's got to go on the randomizer. It hasn't done well with the randomizer, eh?
Nope.
What do you mean it hasn't done well?
It did this time. Into the Breach.
It's just your opinion of the randomizer's outcome.
Ease 8 versus 428.
428.
Ease 8.
Ease 8.
Ease 8.
Okay. We did Spider-Man versus Octopath, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
We did.
Spider-Man
We
one.
Spider-Man.
So Octopath versus Firewall.
Firewall.
Octopath.
Octopath, I guess.
Firewall.
Octopath.
Okay. Spider-Man versus Minute.
Spider-Man.
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 Spider-Man. Spider-Man versus Octopath.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, probably.
I'll say the same. Minute versus Firewall.
Firewall.
Minute.
Minute.
Okay, we have the next ones. 17.
The last
18,
one. So the listeners
19.
can remember to start listening again.
Fuck, this must be so boring to listen to. Okay, 25th to 32nd place for basketball.
Let me tell you, the last group, you just randomize it, and that's it.
I just want
For the last group, just randomize it and just keep it.
Because I don't really give a shit about these either. I'll just randomize the whole thing.
Ontario's new laws, in case you live in Ontario, you can't be distracted when you're watching. Actually, you wouldn't be distracted by this, so it would be the opposite. But in case this might cause you to fall asleep, turn the podcast off now. Because if you're driving, you don't want to fall asleep at the wheel.
Tim, what you're saying is putting people to sleep.
I know. I'm warning them. All right. Continue.
I like, you know what? I like
Wake up.
I like that Tim did that little interstitial thing there, so I could get these copied and into the randomizer.
Yeah, man, that's why I did it.
Okay, we have in order number 25 to 32. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, Yoku's Island Express, Iconoclast, Detroit, Subnautica, La Mulana 2, Synthetic, and Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Should I do the whole list again?
Nope.
Do I need to read it? Are we good?
No, we're good.
If
you guys are interested, it'll be in the Facebook group, right?
Yeah, it'll be all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll run through the whole list quickly at the end right now.
Sure. Okay, are we doing awards?
I thought you were doing the same thing for the last set.
No, we just randomized the last set.
We randomized it.
Okay, fine. We don't have to go through them again.
Yeah, I just dropped them into the randomizer, and that's the order we're going to put on.
Got it. I mean, the top 10, let's just quickly recap, maybe.
Top 10 in order from 1 to 10 are Monster Hunter World, Dragon Ball Fighters, Smash Ultimate, Dead Cells, Tetris Effect, Beat Saber, Celeste, Taiko no Tatsujin, Return to the Obra Dinn, and Astrobot, which is not at all what I expected to see.
It's not a bad list.
It's not bad, but it's not what I expected at all. I mean,
every year is not what we expect.
You can't expect anything, I guess, with this stupid fucking thing.
All right. This is going to be good. Excited about this part.
I don't know if I know Tim and I prepared kind of our feeling for these awards. If you guys want to chime in at any point, if you have anything else ready you want to talk about, then have it ready to go. Do you want to head this one up, Tim, and do your thing, and then?
So we're gonna go in the order that I'm looking at the.
Whatever you do, man.
Okay. So worst disappointment.
I think worst disappointment would be a good award. So, yeah, whatever game you were just most disappointed by this year, and this one was tough for me, really tough. Okay, like I have a runner-up as well. I was so hyped for, and you guys are gonna hate me, La Mulana 2. Okay.
What?
Devlog. this is one of my favorite games of all time. Kind of looking forward, like Diablo 3. Like I like La Mulana a lot. I was expecting the problems with La Mulana were that it was some of the puzzles were too opaque, but I like hard puzzles. I just wanted to be a little more fair. The problem was they did not test out the English patch, the English translation properly. When you have a game like this where it's very dependent on wordplay and puzzles and that kind of stuff, it fucks it completely up when you have a line of clue that doesn't get translated near the end of the game. And what happened was I eventually hit a wall where I realized there's something wrong here. I'm really frustrated. I don't know. I'm frustrated. I don't know if it's an error in the game or I just can't get this puzzle. And I found out that, oh, yeah, there was a line that wasn't translated correctly or not translated at all. And it's going to be basically impossible for me to figure that puzzle out. And I was enjoying the game so much up to that point. And then I had to spoil myself on one of the best puzzles in the game. There was a lot of other cool puzzles in the game that I really loved, and I loved the boss fights, and I loved the length and the feel and the music, and just that one thing just turned me on it. That really pissed me off so much. And I would say it's a great game now to play because they fixed all that. But it's disappointing when you have a Japanese developer who's communicating with the English audience so much and saying there's even a English, they translate all the weekly blog posts and stuff, but then they don't go to the trouble of actually making sure that that English translation is proper, right? That was really disappointing. So runner up would be for me Evil Within 2. Certainly it's a bit better of a game than Evil Within 1, but still, I mean, it didn't really do, like, the cool parts of Evil Within 2 was actually there's like open world parts in the middle of the game that felt really awesome, and it felt kind of like what Silent Hill does when you're sort of exploring the neighborhood, avoiding enemies and stuff like that. But then it turns back into a linear game at the end that I didn't really care for. So that kind of turned me off. I was expecting the whole game to be kind of like a free form kind of that style of game, and it just kind of ran away from it. So those are mine.
I'm going to throw Donut County as my biggest disappointment. I was really excited for it. It looked really cool. Kind of seemed up my alley. Felt a little bit Katamari-ish, you know. And it didn't really do anything interesting with it. Like, you drop shit in holes and then it's over. Like, I just feel like it could have been so much more. And it was very, yeah, but it was also very wordy and very, I hate to say like millennial-y, but it played with like the meme thing and the like cell phone texting thing and the like cynicism. Like, none of it sat well with me. I finished it, but I don't know. Whatever. Anybody else?
EDF 5.
Oh, can I tell you that was also on my like runner-up list? And I decided not to say anything.
Yeah,
wait, we got to redo our entire list again.
Let's go back. Start at the beginning.
No, because EDF 5, like, and I think I wouldn't be as disappointed if it was at a different price point.
Mm-hmm.
How much was it?
But
let's not talk about how much it was.
Yeah, way too much money. I don't want to talk about it. It hurts. And with the exception of Chris, everyone else that I've played the previous EDFs with were not hyped about this one. So Chris is the only other person who got it. And EDF is better the more people that are in it.
Yep, I agree.
So yeah, I've been playing with Austin. He's been okay about it, but his, I guess, I don't know if tolerance or willingness to play, he has a drop dead date on that. So he's very nearing a point where he's gonna be like, okay, fuck it, you're on your own, just do it yourself. And like I said, it's more fun the more people that are playing with it. There are some things that they changed, like the song and that kind of stuff. That kind of sucks. I do think it plays better than 4, but also because it has less slowdown and less issues like that. But the glitches in it are funnier. So
do you think it's also more boring though?
It kind of is, because it recycles a lot of the same kind of layouts. And like, not that you play EDF for story, but I'm like, I don't understand where this is on the like EDF timeline, right?
It's a reboot.
Well, yeah, okay. Then that makes a bit more sense. But I mean, it just, I don't know. Like we've talked about while we play it doesn't have the same charm that the previous ones did. Can There Be No Attack Right Now was totally not EDF 4. That was the previous one. Because we were both disappointed that it wasn't in 4. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I still like it. I still enjoy it. I'm still playing it, but it is not what it should have or could have been.
Keenan, you have anything?
Nope.
Okay, Tim, next.
This is the Most Feels Award. I'm sure there's a better name for it, but it's this podcast, so we're not going to be. Maybe next year we'll have a better name. It's the game that gave you the most feels of the year, and I think everyone if they search deep down, can come up with a choice for this award. I'm going to choose Obra Dinn, and I'm going to tell you why or what the moment was that did this for me. So the moment when you get on the ships, minor spoilers for Obra Dinn. You see the first event or the first death of the mutiny attempt on the captain, and then you see the follow-up on the mutiny attempt, and you see how badass this captain is and the sound design, and just that first moment when you're looking at the scene of the captain just destroying his crew, and that's at the beginning of the game, and you're just seeing like this is what happened at the end of this voyage, or you actually don't know at that point. And everything together, that feeling that it gave me, what's ahead of me, Obra Dinn has got to be the winner for that. I would say runner-ups are Tetris Effect and Celeste would be kind of a tie for me. But Obra Dinn for sure would be the winner there.
I'm gonna give some slight spoilers for the end of Yakuza 6. Close your ears for a couple seconds. But I really got something out of Kiryu's letter to Daigo at the end of Yakuza. So I'm gonna give it to that.
For me, it's just there were a lot of moments of happiness playing with all three of you guys in Monster Hunter World, like the whole.
Fuck, man, that doesn't count. I changed mine to that.
Oh yeah.
I want to change like anything I played with you guys. I want to change it to like the DDD Ike fights. I want to like all of that. That's what I changed mine to.
That's good. I'll change mine too.
But I mean, like that us winning a battle and then like defeating a monster and then Beetlejuice dive bombing us was like one of the funniest moments of the year.
There were so many good parts of that. Oh my god. Seeing someone get like smacked across the friggin' map in front of you by a monster.
Then just laughing and smiling, thinking about all that. Like those, like I want to think about positive things like that. Yakuza 6, like the letter part was good, but the Hisaku face, the Onomichi
God,
was just
so
amazing.
Yeah.
So like those are like the things that I felt the most. Like I needed some pick-me-ups this year, and it's nice that there are certain games that had that. Like not everything is depressing, and not everything is gonna be shit. But yeah, like there's positive moments with friends and like some games is what I really enjoyed this year.
Aw.
back to Basement. Yeah. Back to Basement Ike versus DDD Mind Games. We were swearing at each other. Like we were like, "You motherfucker!" Like so many times.
It was good.
It was good. Fantastic. Yeah.
But even Keenan, I know we didn't play Dragon Ball FighterZ a whole ton together, but like the fights that we had were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Right. Like I think that's where it truly shines, is when you're playing with others, right? I mean, Tim, I'm sure that you can say the same thing doing Destiny, right? Like playing with others is always the most fun.
Yeah.
Well, for you, Jackie, anything stand out for emotion?
Well, now that you guys went like pure cheese with that, like
what did you do?
Oh, as far as feelings go, my biggest regret was that I didn't get into Monster Hunter sooner, because I felt like when I was hitting my peak, everybody was done with it, which was a total bummer.
Oh, we'll be going back.
Oh yeah, hey, listen, there's always next year.
Oh, we'll be going back this year. We'll be going back.
Oh, that's right.
This year.
We're into 2019.
In the fall, we'll be back in there.
Iceborne.
But like, cheese aside, I would say, I'm like a broken record, but Dragon Quest 11, like there were moments in that where I'm just like, holy, okay,
cool, I'm excited.
Was not expecting that, or
I'm super excited.
You know, and I don't want to talk about it because
don't.
Tim, I want you to
far enough along.
Take your headset off for like 10 seconds, okay, Tim?
Okay, I'll take it off.
the king thing. I sent you that as well.
Yep.
But whatever that place is, like as soon as you figured out like what was going on,
Yep.
with, like history wise, I was like, like this might be the game, and then it completely shit the bed. But I was all over it at that point. Like I actually
Yeah.
I wrote that down for this award, and then I changed it.
Yeah, no, like that whole chunk, like there was a lot of story and character development that totally left field. Like I wasn't searching for it. I wasn't trying to figure it out ahead of time. It just kind of played along with it. And the fact that it's an RPG in 2018 that I clocked almost 200 hours in, like I played the shit out of that game.
Mhm.
And I totally get where you're coming from. First and second arc for me were great though. Full
Cool.
of feels. Full of feels.
You know, I was just looking up stuff about Iceborne, and do you know Giganox and Kazu are both in the expansion? Is Tim back yet?
No.
I want him to
Yeah,
hear
we're
that.
gonna message him.
Okay, that's cool. And what about?
Wait,
Can
do
I-
you want to make sure Tim's back first?
Well, why don't we just start the next one? He'll come back eventually, and then he can add into this one.
Okay.
So the next one on the list was Best Companion. I guess this is like an NPC that was along for the ride. You guys have any feelings about this? I have a very solid one, and it kind of ties into everything else that we've talked about in the last.
My Palico in
Yeah, man, Palicos.
You guys, seriously? Because
What?
okay, it was between Astrobot and Palicos for me, and then you know what I wrote? I said Palicos and my friends.
Yeah.
I
Your
said my
don't
friends.
count. But those are not NPCs. I feel like
Yes,
this is
you
an
are.
NPC thing.
You're an NPC.
I feel like the Palicos, you know, I think that it's the dumbest thing ever, but forcing you to name them at the beginning does a lot for it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, what were your Palicos names? I know for me, Cabbage followed me around everywhere.
Can't remember, but I think
Best companion. I forget what his name was.
Mine was Renfrew.
Mine was Corin.
I'm pretty sure I said Daniel again.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
think it
you
was
did.
Daniel.
Yours
It
was
was
totally
Daniel.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Because I
Yours was
was like,
Daniel.
wait a second, is this after Chris and Fanny's cat?
Yep,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. So is that fair? Do you want me to
Palicos.
Palicos.
officially Palicos?
Undisputed.
What do you got, Tim? What's next?
Oh, so I don't get this. Maybe someone else can
And
explain it.
interesting because we had this last year.
Oh,
Like, this award was on the list last year, and
Right,
I didn't
same.
write it. And I always thought it was you, so it must have been Don. And I don't understand the
No,
reference.
no, it was me.
all right. Thank
So
you.
you explain-
You guys were giving Bordens awards last year, or show me the Bordens. It's an inside joke for us.
For who?
For us in Link Cable when like an episode back last year.
What's Borden?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. It was something that we said that was dumb.
I don't
None
think
of
so,
us-
man. I have no idea what
I
it
have no
is.
idea what that is.
Okay, well, even better. Show me the Borden's award.
The mystery award. So the award is supposed to be for the best purchase deal that you got all year, and we'll leave Chris to last because he's the deal man. I think
You're gonna be disappointed.
he'll have the best. Oh, well, my best deal of the year was the PS4 solid state drive upgrade.
Oh shit! I changed mine. I
It
just
was
thought
the
about it.
best thing I ever did for that. Destiny load times, Monster Hunter load times, snappier interface, like getting into your menus. It's amazing. I can never go back. That's my deal of the year. Everyone needs to upgrade it. Everyone in our Destiny group all upgraded slowly over time because of what everyone was talking about. And now all of us have an SSD. There you go.
I think Chris, you had a whole podcast episode that can't be used as evidence.
Fuck yeah, man! That's exactly it.
Mhm.
So about a month ago, I sold my version 1 PSVR for $250, and then a week later picked up the version 2 PSVR, including Moss and Astrobot, for $250.
And I can't complain because I have the copy of Astrobot here.
That's my show me the Bordens of the year.
We still don't know what that means, but yep.
Anybody else?
Keenan.
No,
Yeah,
outside of the
I don't really
standards.
have
no.
anything.
Okay.
All right. next award is the biggest surprise of the year. So games that you thought wouldn't be very good that actually end up being awesome or better than you thought. And this one was tough for me. I will say Severed is actually my choice of the year, even though it's not a 2018 game. I guess does that count?
It doesn't fucking count.
Fine, then Tetris Effect.
You didn't think it was going to be good?
I didn't think it was going to be as good as I thought it would be. It exceeded my expectations,
Cool.
definitely. So.
Mine was I have 2 games for this: Dead Cells and Detroit.
Ooh,
I had very little interest in Dead Cells, and Keenan and I were watching the Video Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? I said some stupid, just quick.
If
like,
Dead Cells wins,
Dead Cells wins, I'll buy it right now.
Action game.
And then I bought it, and it's awesome. So
that's cool. I'm
it
glad
surprised me. I'm happy.
Yeah.
And Detroit was the other one where I kind of, because the 3 of you didn't play Detroit at all, right?
No.
So I was in the same boat as you guys all were. Like, I'm like, well, Detroit sucks. Fucking Cage sucks. Like, this is stupid shit, garbage, whatever. And then I played it. I'm like, this is actually really awesome. I'm totally into this.
I have a question. Did you play it on your own or with Fanny watching?
I played it on my own for the most part, but Fanny was super interested into it, and she also came down many, many times.
Because that helps.
Absolutely, it does.
All right. That we're done with that?
I'm going to say Monster Hunter because I was pretty adamant about not playing Monster Hunter. And
you playing expansion?
Pardon?
An expansion?
Jackie.
Are you playing the expansion for Monster Hunter coming out this year?
Yeah, I will for sure.
Like day one, get down on the ground floor.
When's it coming out?
Undecided.
But
Tim, you were hold on a sec. Sorry, Tim, you were gone when I said this, but I looked up Iceborne, and do you know that Giganox and Khezu are both in it?
Oh my god, I hate them both.
Giganox.
But I want to see what they're like in friggin' Monster Hunter World because it's going to be insane. Jeez.
Yeah. So anyway, I had absolutely zero interest and I was fighting it pretty hard where I'm like, nope, not going to play it. And then there was one night where I was bored. I wanted to play something and I finally caved and then proceeded to clock up like 200 hours in that.
Friggin' magic, right?
Yeah.
What weapon did you main at the end?
Insect glaive.
Yeah. We need an insect labor.
Did you have anything surprise you, Kieran?
Monster Hunter World as well.
Cool.
Because I had played previous ones. I gave it the good old college try on some of them, and it never clicked for me. And all the refinements to make it more accessible, make it less obtuse, make it more of a game that you guys can actually play together. Even though it has its own weird way of doing multiplayer, it's like all that stuff. I mean, that's why it's the game of the year because like I wasn't expecting it to hit me as hard as it did. So, yep, that was great.
Cool. Fuck, it's so good. I'm happy it won.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, deserves it totally.
Yep.
Okay, next award is the best music of the year. So, I mean, for me, actually, this is an interesting one. I picked Tangle Deep soundtrack. This was a soundtrack this is a roguelike that actually won a bunch of awards this year. Indie roguelike, and the developer worked with Hiroki Kikuta, the composer for Secret of Mana, and there's a bunch of stuff in there from him. And I bought the remix soundtrack of it, and it's fantastic. My runners-up were Slay the Spire soundtrack and Caves of Cud. There's not a lot of music in either one of those, but the pieces of music that are in both are fantastic. So, yeah, those are
I have a solid one that I hope changes Tim's whole answer. Maybe just forgot to talk about, but fucking Tetris Effect was ridiculous.
That's what I was
fine.
Ridiculous music.
100%.
I did totally neglect it. It's obvious, it's sort of obvious, right? Like in some way, I guess it is.
Yeah, but it was still unbelievable how good the music in this game is.
It's crazy.
Yep, totally agree.
The feels on the very last song, when you're if you finish the campaign, that last song, it's 6 minutes, something like that.
The whole fucking game,
game.
I was gonna say the first one is my absolute favorite. Yeah. is so good though.
Yeah, I mean it plays on my PS4 theme every single time I turn on the console, and it's gonna stay there for a very very long time.
I didn't realize there was a dynamic theme with that. That's cool.
It might only be with pre-order. I'm not sure.
Okay. Next category is the worst music of the year category. I personally chose something that just made me. So this was a game that I was interested in, and I stopped playing it because the music was so awful.
Messenger.
Yep. You can, Chris, if you want to do some extra work, you can cut in the stupid shop music from Messenger because it's friggin' garbage. Okay, it's garbage. The music, the OST is garbage. I'm sorry. It's not delightfully old school. It's just annoying. Runner-up would have been Dragon Quest XI.
I was gonna say Dragon Quest XI because it should be better. It really should.
I forgot about it, and now I'm gonna add that to mine.
Here's the thing, right? So many reused pieces of music. It's a new game.
Yep.
What is wrong with you?
Well, so many reused pieces, but then there's not even really that much different music in it. You know what I mean? So 200 hours in, let me tell you, after 20 hours, I was pretty much had it off listening to podcasts and stuff while I was playing.
Yeah,
I mean, not to mention the media issue, right?
Mm-hmm. We talked a lot about that, but
yeah.
Keenan, you have anything to add to this?
I do not.
Okay.
Next up is Kids Picks Corner.
Kids Picks. I don't know if you guys have anything, if your kids are old enough to talk about it, but I asked Jane what her favorite games of the year were. And she said, in order, 1, 2, 3, were Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, Super Mario Party, and Go Vacation.
Go Vacation doesn't count. Did you tell her that?
I will tell her. I'll take a walk.
Thorin's favorite was Taiko no Tatsujin.
I will say Jean's favorite is Astrobot. She was waving at that robot. She was like sitting there trying to. It was the funniest thing ever. It was very cute. So, and then Dragon Quest 11 runner-up because she loved the animations. She wanted me to fight monsters over and over. She's like, "Oh, there's another monster, another monster." Like, honey, I can't keep fighting monsters over and over. I want to avoid them to some degree, but the animations in Dragon Quest are amazing and very fun to watch. So, friendly.
Bruce's favorite would probably be Let's Go Pikachu, Smash Brothers because he's been playing a ton of that, and then Minecraft, but that doesn't count.
It doesn't, but it does in a way.
Yeah,
if I take off Go Vacation, then Minecraft's got to go off too.
Let them all. Yeah. Let them have their fun.
All right. The next category is Best Mobile Games. I have no comment because I don't play mobile games. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Don.
So there are a few that I played with this year that that were kind of fairly highly acclaimed. I went through Florence. It's I didn't mind the game. It's
Best mobile game of the year.
Yeah, I read about it.
I didn't mind it,
but
I didn't mind it. I wouldn't put it as a top game, but it does some things that are very interesting narratively. So just like how it uses gameplay to move a story forward. There's no speaking parts in it. It's just everything is done in a silent comic form, and it's interesting. But my top mobile game was Hold Down, which was pretty.
How do you spell that for the listeners?
HOLEDOWN, and basically you have think of it as you're mining to the center of a planet, and you're doing it by shooting balls that bounce off of different objects, and you have to hit those objects a certain amount of times in order to make them disappear. And then it's not a terribly long game, but I think there's a lot of people who have tried to make similar games, but this is the one that probably feels and looks the best out of all of them. So
It's expensive.
That's my top game.
Just to be that guy.
Yep.
The Kingdom Hearts one, because it's getting me like friggin' amped for Kingdom Hearts at the end of January. But
This
it's
is the last
total
show
trash.
Jackie's going to be on.
It's total trash.
Said that last
and I
time she
wouldn't
brought up
recommend
Kingdom
it to
Hearts.
anybody.
She's going to bring it up again, I bet, and I'm going to be very disappointed if she says best, most anticipated of 2019.
Well, it is my most anticipated. I mean, whatever, man.
No. There's so much good stuff.
If new content is being released, even if it's an older game, does it count?
I would say no, but
whatever's on the mobile games. Like, let's not play hard and.
So the game that I picked around it a few. I know Dr. Meep got some talk of some other games. Bloodborns?
Buried Born.
Buried Borns. There's some games that we talked about a little bit, but the game that I like continuously played at least once a week was Hungry Cat Picross. Still,
I'm still playing that too. So
like years and years, and I play it every week.
And now they have like these frescoes, which are like, what are they? They're like 5 by 20.
No, it's like 8 by 20.
8 by 20.
So I'm gonna say Hungry Cat Picross, just to shout out to, what's it called, Tuesday something.
Yeah.
What's the studio called? Tuesday Quest. That's it. Tuesday Quest.
Yeah.
All right. Next category is.
Can we hold on? Instead of that list, can we put the Hype Then Die one here, and then the last two for the end?
Yeah. So the next category is the Hype Then Die category, meaning the game you were super hyped for, and then you just dropped off the face of the earth for you, and you just went to the next thing. This one for me was pretty obvious. It was Octopath Traveler.
Mine was too.
Yeah.
Same.
The music was great. I liked kind of the ideas, and I was convinced enough to buy it like day one, and it was what I feared. It turned into the exact thing what I feared. It didn't seem like there was a cohesive main story. The story didn't.
I played it like to completion, and there's not.
No, and they hid that fact, and they seemed to hint at that fact through some of the marketing, which was very slick marketing. But I don't know. So much work went into that. Like, why not? I don't know. I mean, it's the design, right? It's how they designed it, and I don't think you can just ham-fistedly put. And some people would argue against it and say, "Why would you want that? Because it's just going to be the save the world cliche thing again anyway." But you know what? Like,
it doesn't have to be like.
It wasn't that even. It was the characters interacting with one another. Those little vignettes weren't enough. And it didn't seem like they were traveling together.
You can't do character development when you're traveling alone.
That's right. It's hard, very hard to do. So
shame.
I dropped off pretty early at about I was doing the chapter 2s for each character, and then I just kind of went,
I was so excited for that. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And I think the battle system is top shelf. Like so much that game does right, but so much it completely dropped the ball on.
All right. What are we doing next? We're going back in the same order,
I guess. Do we have 2 left?
Championing the games we would like to champion, or are we going to skip that category?
No, we'll do it.
All right.
Hey,
so
before we go on, there's one thing I just remembered about the Borden's Award. I gotta say that new Unreal game service, they're giving away a lot of free games with it. It seems like that might be my pick for now and upcoming. Like,
what is it?
So that new client. So there's a new client from the
Epic?
Unreal Epic. Yeah, Epic. Yeah. So Epic's doing their own client now. They're releasing a lot of stuff in there, and there's a bunch of alphas and betas going on through there. But then you're also getting free games as a part of it. There may be games that you've gone before already, but like I think Subnautica was one of the first ones that came out on it as a free game that you would just get as part of it. it's nowhere near as good as Twitch Prime, but Twitch Prime, you have to have an Amazon Prime account. So
Twitch Prime
this one at least is
this year though. There's a ton of good games. Like it's
Didn't we go through it last week? Me and you?
Yeah,
you guys talked about it last week.
Insane.
Yeah. But the Epic one is at least free for now, so you can get some free stuff every few weeks or something.
You're indirectly supporting Fortnite.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. Twitch Prime.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Champion.
Did we have a name for this champion thing? What's that called?
I don't know.
Champion
Road. This is a champion road category. It's the category
Cheese
where
champion.
We champion the games that we want to talk about from this year that otherwise we wouldn't really hear too much about. I'm not going to do this because you guys are just going to shit all over it.
Caves a cud.
Caves a cud.
And I don't get how anyone has a problem with that art style. It's a limited art style. I agree with you. It's not God of War, but the sprites with what they're trying to do are gorgeous and they're really well designed and they're very cohesive. And I'll fight anyone who thinks otherwise. But and the depth, the different builds, the mystery that's in Caves of Cud. Like I still haven't explored. Like I've just scratched the surface of it. Even the deaths that have happened to me in that game, where I have to start over. Some of the deaths have been very memorable, and I am. You know what? In some games, when you die, you get pissed off, and then you don't want to play it again. This game, you get pissed off, and you remember it, and it's just fond memory, and that's the mark of a good roguelike. You enjoy the deaths because they're special, and you know why you died, and it's kind of funny how dumb you were. That's the mark of a good roguelike, and this game does that. So, very good world building as well. It's not a Mad Max game. It's not doesn't really connect with anything. Like it's not a Fallout game. It's its own thing. So it's great. So please play it. Please consider playing it.
Do you guys know Tencent owns Epic?
Yep.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Tencent owns.
They own everything.
even more reasons not to be into Epic Games Launcher. My champion road game is one that we didn't talk about at all. And it's not that it's the best game ever, otherwise it would have been on the list, but I want to talk about Luke and Rebecca for a second. Luke and Rebecca is a game that came out for Switch. It must have come out for some Japanese thing long before because it's a piece of shit. But it's a game where you control Luke and you control Rebecca. I forget what their names are in the Japanese one. But you're like diamond thieves, and so I think there's 5 levels in the game, and there's buttons that you push to open other doors, and then you got to hack some computer while there's a patrol guy on a path, and you got to do it kind of while he walks past. You know this kind of game, right? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's like a top down. It looks like a Super Nintendo game. But it's super fun. Very, very short. Not a lot to it, but I really, really enjoyed it. I haven't played 2-player simultaneous. But they have a 2-player simultaneous game or mode where one person controls Luke and one controls Rebecca. But I just played where you switch back and forth between the two of them.
We did talk about this earlier in the year.
Yeah, and not like I say, it's not going to win any awards. You're not going to see it on anything else. But I wanted to talk about it because it was fun. I liked it quite a bit. What was that game? I just thought about it right now. Last year, the year before, Castle Defenders or some shit that I played for 3DS. Do you remember that thing?
Yeah, what the hell was that? I know what you're talking about.
I remember the song from that being good. In any case, yeah, Luke and Rebecca, that's fine.
I know it's on our list already, and we've talked about it a ton. I still want to champion 420 HCB Scramble. I think it's grossly underrated. I think a lot more people would enjoy it at a discount once it's come down in price. Steam has it at 40% off right now. I'm not convinced that everybody should pay full price, but there's going to come a time when this thing's going to come down enough and enough people are going to play it, and they're going to be like, oh, why didn't I play this earlier? Because I think this thing does something special for the genre. I don't think you should think about it as just a visual novel, because traditionally in visual novels you're just thinking about linear paths and branching paths, but not any real gameplay elements. And this one has gameplay elements and basically trying to put a story in order. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye, and I think it's well written. I think it's well acted. I think they do some good stuff in here. There is going to be a lot of reading. It is a game from almost, what was it? It's like almost like at least 10 years now for this game. But so keep that all in mind. But I think a lot of people would enjoy it a lot more. There was one other game what was that Switch?
You only
game?
get one.
All right, fine.
What's
I
your
thought you
other
were going to say Into the Breach.
Keenan, you can
Switch
have
game
mine.
was-
I thought
I
he was
don't have
too. I
one.
thought he was too.
Well, no, everybody, like, Into the Breach is on everybody's top 10
Yeah.
basically. So
False.
Not on ours.
not on everybody else. It's one of my top 3 games. Chris, there was the game that we played, which was on the Switch, which was a co-op game. I'm just trying to remember what the heck that was called again.
The magic one.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Hold
that
on.
one.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jackie, you don't like.
9 Scrolls.
It
Yeah.
was so bad. What
It's,
was
Parchment.
9 mind parchments.
it? Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I like
was-
that.
that
I
was
want
a-
to play that more.
Blah.
I like
That was a
Mind
lot of
Parchments.
fun figuring that out. Yeah, I think it's a game. If you play single player, it's not really worth it. But if you play multiplayer, I think it's interesting. So, yeah, that was a lot of
I
work.
think that's a good pick. And Jack,
I don't
you said
have
you
one.
don't have one.
I don't have one. I'm giving mine to Keenan for
No love
that
for
garbage
video
game that I
games.
didn't like.
Jackie,
You were
Jackie's
so mad that
Jackie's
night.
a fake fan. Okay, is this the last one?
I think this is
Most anticipated for 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Going first, me?
Sure.
Yeah, everyone can probably guess this.
It's mine
What do you
too.
think it is? No, it is not.
Oh, maybe
don't.
not. Oh no. Okay, never mind. Wait, hold on. Do expansions count?
Oh, no, they don't. Sorry, bro.
Okay. If expansions count, then it would be Iceborne.
Sure. Fine. I agree.
Okay, no expansions. Got it.
No, you can't do that. You're right. We would both agree on Monster Hunter World Iceborne. But Spelunky 2.
I thought you were gonna say Resident Evil 2.
No,
Yeah, me
man.
too.
Not even close. This is going to be online co-op. This is designed around, like, there's going to be 4-player at once, like, in the main game too. Like, this guy, so this dev wouldn't make a sequel if he wasn't serious about, like, new ideas that he had that would be good. I read the book that he wrote on Spelunky. I have it. It's one of the boss fight books. Very good read on game development. You read the book and you're like, he's so lucky he came up with this idea before someone else did, because someone would have came up with the idea for Spelunky, this roguelike platformer mix that was like, and you could just see the decisions that he had that just fell into place as he thought about what this game was going to be. And it seems obvious when you read this book and when you play the game how much of a phenomenon the game became. And it's been a while since Spelunky came out. I played it before it was on Xbox. I played the old version. And he's a big guy about secrets and secrets that you can figure out on your own, not secrets that require a whole community to figure out in the game. Like, it's cool stuff that if you play a game long enough, you'll be able to figure out on your own. And I love games that do that kind of thing. I'm totally in line with the way he thinks about games and design games. So I'm super excited to see what he has in store for a sequel to Spelunky. So super pumped. No date announced yet, but next year. Some point. What's his name again? It's friggin'. What's that dude's name? It is Derek Yu. And he's worked on a bunch of other stuff too. Like, he's a pretty well-known name in the community for indie game devs and roguelikes. So, yeah.
Mine's a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting it, but I'm getting really, really excited for that No More Heroes game.
Mm.
From what I understand, And I may be completely wrong because I'm trying to media blackout as much as I can. I think Suda 51's got a little bit more stake in the game this time.
Yep.
And I feel like it's one of those things where a lot of people looked at it when it was first revealed and said, wow, that looks like bullshit because it's not what I remembered, or it's not what I expected from No More Heroes. But the more I see about it, kind of in my periphery, because I'm trying not to pay attention, I think there's a lot of people are like, whoa, there's something here after all. Like, this actually looks really cool. And I mean, so it's a budget title. It's getting a physical release. Physical release includes like the seasons pass, whatever stuff. So yeah, I'm in. I really, really, really love the character Travis Touchdown. So for me,
this could be your B game of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
We might need to make a category for that next year.
Yeah, I can see that.
Cool.
What's it called? No More Heroes.
Travis
Strikes Again.
Strikes Again, I think.
Yeah.
Fine. All right, Keenan, or whoever wants to go next.
Go ahead, Keenan.
My most anticipated game for 2019 right now is Ace Combat 7. I've been a huge Ace Combat fan, and I'm looking forward to this new one. It seems like they're returning to form, and yeah, it's one of the top games of my lifetime. The entire series has been something that I've been following for a long time, and yeah, I can't wait for this new one to come out. It's been a while.
There's like several hours of VR gameplay in Ace Combat 7 too, eh?
Yep.
Just putting it out there. Now, Can I ask, is the main reason you're interested in it for the Animu skins?
I had no idea those were in there. So.
Well, I assume there are. Isn't that Ace Combat's always got them, doesn't it?
No. Oh. Like some of the storylines have sometimes veered into especially Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere is very much branching paths with like it had anime like kind of pilots and everything like that, but everything else has been more war sim 3D CG sort of look on everything. So
good.
Yeah. And then just really quickly, Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming up with that as well.
I am too, but I feel like it's a little too early to get super excited because I think Fire Emblem has been letting me down the past like couple of releases. I feel like it's going down a path I'm not interested in following.
Waifu path.
Yeah, I really struggle with it.
Yeah.
But what we've seen of Three Houses looks awesome.
Yeah.
How long has it Keenan been since the last Ace Combat?
The last one was Assault Horizon, which isn't part of the series numbers. It's 2011. So Ace Combat 6 came out in that must have been 2007.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I can see how excited you must be then.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Jackie, how about you?
Kingdom Hearts 3. We are like mere weeks away, and I cannot believe it, and I am super pumped, and I know you guys hate it, and that's totally fine.
Is it a worldwide simultaneous launch?
Yep, 29th of January, and like enough so that I'm annoying enough talking about it and getting hyped about it.
Hold on.
That my sister actually went and bought a PS4 2 days ago. She's going to play it too.
Okay.
So
I have one question.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is Moana in it?
I don't know because I'm trying not to look at too much stuff.
When you find out, let me know.
Rapunzel for sure is.
It's Frozen in it.
Frozen is absolutely yes.
No, if Frozen and Moana are both in it, and it happens near the start of the game, maybe I'll play it.
Tangled, Frozen.
I don't give a shit. Tangled.
What?
Tangled is great.
No, it's not. Tangled sucks.
Dagger in my heart. Tangled's so good.
You're fucking gross.
You're gross.
No, Frozen's amazing.
No.
That's fine.
No, you're awful.
Tangled's terrible.
What? You just betrayed me.
Yeah. I feel like I don't even know you.
Say that.
I'm with Tim on this.
Now, Jackie, which version did you put your money down on?
I don't want to talk about it. Because
don't worry about it.
Don't worry
here's
about it.
the thing, though. I have pre-ordered this game so many times at so many places over the years. I don't even know anymore. So, because
you still have the Future Shop one?
I probably do, but I mean, it's going to be no good. I know Austin pre-ordered
it. No, they're still good.
Me. I know he pre-ordered it for me from Best Buy to take advantage of like an E3 deal like 3 or 4 years ago. So yeah, no, I don't want to talk about it.
Wow, there's a $229
for
version.
Sure not that one. No, I did not do that one.
Yeah, it is.
No, there's no way. But it's one of those things where I don't know, like, and I'm getting pumped for it to the point where I'm replaying Kingdom Hearts 2 right now.
Do you understand the story? Can you summarize the story for us?
I can't summarize it because it's not something you can, and no one will talk to me again if I tried.
Right.
And but no, like it gives me good feels. The music's good. I don't know. It's my guilty pleasure. So I am super excited for it. I am gonna play the crap out of it, or I'm gonna play it for like 10 minutes and be super mad because it controls like a PS2 game. So like who knows? But I'm excited for it, and like I said, it's mere weeks away, and I don't know. I'm excited. Sorry.
Runner up
Don't
for
be
me
sorry.
is also a few weeks away, which is Resident Evil 2, and that actually I'm trying not to get super hyped, but oh my god, it's going to be amazing.
See, and I'm so bad at it. Like I couldn't play the most recent one. Austin did, and I was super into watching it. I know like it just wasn't for me to play, but I'm like I am really interested in this. I really enjoy it. And he hated me for it because I was like, can you play it? I just want you to finish it. I just want you to finish it. And I was super pumped when I saw this one coming in. I'm like, you're going to play it, right? And he goes, no, I don't want to, Jackie. You're annoying. So I don't know what I'm going to do now.
Oh, no. Play it yourself.
No, but I'm going to no, because Kingdom Hearts.
This is it right here.
Okay.
If you beat Resident Evil 2, I'll buy you the game of your choice the coming year. You have to beat it.
I have to beat it. So I have to buy...
Not on the easy mode. If there's any easy mode, it has to be the...
normal, like whatever normal
well,
would be,
right?
Does that deal extend to me?
No. Oh. If hard is not the hardest, you have to be one up from the hardest. You can't be the hardest.
Do I have a like time frame I have to do this in, or do I have all of 2018 to do it?
No.
2018's over.
2019, whatever.
I'll give you till, let's see, when does this come out? It comes out in a couple. I'll give you till the end of let's say February.
Oh, see, no, I can't do it by the end of February because Kingdom Hearts comes at the end of January.
You'll have enough time. This is not a long game.
Yeah, but Kingdom Hearts I'm going to drop 100 hours into.
All right.
I'm confident. If you were to give me to say, okay, when does it come out? When does it come out?
We're negotiating. It comes out. I think it comes out in a couple weeks. Let me see.
Maybe this is a discussion for
January 25th.
No?
January 25th?
You got a month. I was giving you a month.
Oh, see, I need
more
2.
Than a month.
I need 2.
All right, I'll give you 2 months.
2 months?
I'll give you the end of March.
Till the end of March. Like March 31st? At midnight?
Fine.
Okay. Deal.
But you have to do it yourself.
Yeah,
like
for
I say,
sure.
I'm going to double check on the difficulties here. I'm not going to say you have to platinum it because I have no idea how hard the platinum is.
Yeah, no, and I wouldn't agree to it if it was that.
All right.
But if it's just beat the game, I like, okay.
No cheat codes.
No. Okay.
I feel like that should be one of the things we do more in 2019 is like make bets with each other and have to buy games because that was really fun last year doing all that.
Yep.
It was really funny to be a third party too. Like just watching it all go down. It was really fun.
Let's try to add some of that in.
All right.
Other things to look forward to. We have a financial advisor coming on the show in a couple weeks to talk about
what?
Microtransactions.
Oh, that's right.
Really?
Exciting.
We'll talk about that guest coming up. More bets, more wagers.
Sure.
I don't know.
More multiplayer stuff.
More time with friends, man. That's what it's about. That's what I found out this year doing this show. That's what it's about, dude.
Yes.
Spending time with your buds. Are we good? Are we putting this thing to bed at like almost
we're not doing
20
our own
after
2 hours?
I don't think we need to do our individual top tens. I think the viewers can probably figure that out.
Oh no, well, let's do it. Let's do it. It's important. It's important.
Okay, we'll quickly do it. Who's first?
Individual top 10.
Individual top 10.
From 10 to 1.
Ooh.
Well, I have one.
Yeah, I have mine. I had it in front of me too. I'll read mine off. It's funny because I almost want to revisit it just after talking about a bunch of stuff from tonight. But the list that I had ready, number 1, Monster Hunter. Oh, I guess I should go backwards. Shit.
Well, we know what number 1 is, but
yeah, number 10 was Detroit Become Human.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9 is 8, Lacrimosa of Donna.
Mm-hmm.
8 is Celeste. 7, Dragon Ball Fighters. 6 is Dead Cells. Tetris Effect, Beat Saber, Smash Ultimate, Astrobot, Monster Hunter World.
Nice.
That's a strong ass like top 8.
This is a good year.
Yeah, these are really strong games.
So my top 10 from 10 is Astrobot, considering how much I played, which isn't much. 9, Into the Breach. 8, Firewall Zero Hour. 7, La Milana 2. 6, Smash Bros. Ultimate, and that's also one I've only played for about 3 hours. 5, Return to the Overdin. 4, Slay the Spire. 3, Caves of Cud. 2, Celeste. 1, Monster Hunter World. Some runner-ups for Tetris Effect, Dragon Quest 11, and Subnautica.
I only managed to think up of a top 5, so I've got Yakuza 6 as my 5th, Spider-Man is my 4th, Into the Breach is my 3rd, Monster Hunter World is 2nd, and Dead Cells is 1.
Wow, cool. That's exciting.
Cool.
Yeah, I can't. It's too hard.
It's enough.
Yeah, well, like, because I feel like I've just been yammering on about the same 2 games, right?
Becky
So
Senpai abstains.
yeah.
It's fine. I know Dragon Quest is your top.
Yeah.
Is it?
But, like, I say that, but Monster Hunter was a lot of fun, too.
What are your do you have a top 3?
Well, it would be probably Dragon Quest, Monster Hunter, and Tetris.
Tetris being your 1 or your 3?
I don't know. That's why I say I can't pick.
Yeah.
Because I like
It's
them
a
all for
tie
different
between
things,
those
and they're all
3.
for very different things, right?
Yeah.
Like, Dragon Quest is fun when I don't want to talk to or deal with anybody else. Monster Hunter's fun when I want to play with you guys. And Tetris is fun when I want to get really angry at Austin and we just try to beat each other at stuff, right? So they're all different and they're all great. It was a good year.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, hey, Happy New Year. Best good luck in 2019. What are you supposed to say? Good luck.
Have a good week, year, everything.
We got a lot of cool stuff coming up this year. It'll be another good year, I think.
I can't wait to come back for the Kingdom Hearts 3 special.
That you're going to do by yourself.
You are the Kingdom Hearts 3 special.
It's just Jackie talking about Kingdom Hearts for an hour, and we're not even on it.
I got to come back to tell you whether or not, what was it? Moana is what you guys care about, apparently?
That's right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Is that a thing where only all 3 of us care about Moana?
No, man.
It's fine.
Moana's
It was good.
phenomenon.
Yeah. It's fine.
Dude, I'll tell you a story. I may have told on the podcast. I left my chat on in Destiny, or what was it, Monster Hunter or something? And I was singing a song from Moana's Gene, and then in my ear I hear another guy, random dude that I was in my chat group, start singing the same song. It was one of the best moments of the year.
That's amazing.
Some random guy singing, probably a dad.
Yeah.
Singing this song.
You're welcome, probably.
Yep.
Yep.
It was You're Welcome.
Okay,
Okay.
that's it.
All right.
We'll talk to you next week. I think same time, and then we'll go from there. All right.
Okay.
Have a good
All
week.
right. Thanks to everybody for coming on. Thanks for slogging through it. If you need to see the list again, it's going to be on Facebook, on Twitter, on the website, everywhere. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. See it.
See ya.
Bye.